Swiss Frankie on the beat.
Monsters feed on interfere, cause you can't show no signs of weakness here. Now when you're dreaming in the night, reality is really real. Monsters feed on interfere, cause you can't show no signs of weakness here. Cause when you're dreaming in the nightmare, reality is really real.
What you think, you can stay asleep? It's a dream or a nightmare. Hell no, man, life here. If you haven't better not show no fear. This a reality, we live in totality, but watch how you handle me. No weapon against me shall prosper. I swear to God, boy, I'm about to drop you no biggie, cause nobody caring who shot you. I'm a bad boy, nah, I'm a bad man. You wanna try me, go ahead, take a stab at it. Cause I'm gonna drop you like a bad habit. Oh yeah, these crackers is a bad habit. When I catch you slipping, I'm so unforgiving. I'm so lyrical that it's unforgiving. I'm repping the H and my last name is Zulu. You can call me the revolutionary guru, the cultural thriller in Manila. I'm in y'all, the crack, the killer, the revolution will not be televised. I swear to God right now that I'm hella hot. Hella told me to cut off the lullaby. Wake up. African owned lyrics, goodbye. Goodbye.
When you're dreaming in the night, reality is really reality. Monsters feed on interfere, cause you can't show no signs of weakness here.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing, man? Welcome to the Rely Show. Welcome. Look, Jati's already in here. It's your sister,
Hey,
right?
sis. Yes, that is. Wagwan, woman. Ruga.
Hope everybody's having a good week. Welcome to the Rely Show. We're about to get it in tonight, man. We always got a good topic, so we have another one. We had a good show last week. I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool, man.
Yep,
we got deep into like 3 different topics at one time. You know what I'm saying? Malk, how was your week so far, man?
My week has been good. It's been chill, laid back, just like I like it, man.
You ain't got. I don't see anything over there sipping on.
I know.
Ain't no daiquiri.
Nothing.
Ain't no whizzine. What's up with that?
I decided to wait till on the way home. I got the daiquiri in the freezer.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't feel like going downstairs. My bottle is downstairs.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna pour one up on the way home and be satisfied.
Okay, gotcha.
I dig it. A little self-control.
No daiquiri on deck. I got you. I don't know if that's self-control. I think that was circumstantial control.
Circumstantial control.
No. It was control because I really wanted to. I have everything set up and ready to go, and I wanted to. And now my mama want to call when I'm live on the radio. It was self-control. Because I really wanted everything to be, because I saw his video earlier. He said sometimes circumstantial things happen and we start late, but I'm coming on. We're going to be on time tonight. So I said, all right, they're going to be on time tonight. So I'm going to have everything set up.
Not a day. I'll always be sitting here.
You'll always be what?
I'll be in the parking lot.
We're going to be waiting for me.
Be waiting for you. So, yeah.
Yeah, we was on C. Man, you know what? You ever think it's a certain time and it's not?
All the time.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
That's why I keep alarms and looking at my phone, because I couldn't do it just on my own. That's not gonna work.
What's poppin', Sister Ja? Brooklyn, how was your week so far?
So far it's actually amazing.
I like to hear
quite
that.
a bit of things going on in my blacktastic world. So that's cool. I'm here for it. I don't know what it all means yet, but I'm here for it.
Man, that's good. That's good. I like to hear that. I hate to hear like.
What about you?
Oh, mine is it's cool.
How's the kids in Caboodle?
Man, the kids, kids grow.
Yeah.
Man, they grow.
We are them.
It's like I get her clothes this week or last week, and then this week.
That's why they don't need a whole wardrobe.
Yeah.
They need semi-robe.
Yeah.
Because they need like 1 or 2, 3 things, because either they're gonna tear it up, smash it up, or grow out of it.
Exactly.
Something like that. So there's no need
Not to get exactly.
There's no need.
I just get you a few pair of pants.
You just give a whole bunch of people away a whole bunch of brand new things.
Pretty much. Because she wore it twice.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you need to stop growing.
No.
And I used to carry her like this. One hand.
Somebody said that about you too.
Yeah, I know. My mom said that. She still saying, "Oh, you're my little baby." I have a mustache now. You know what I'm saying?
But that's how it looks to you. I mean, as I got older, that's how it looked to me. I was like, I started hearing myself say to people that were kids, like, "Are you got what now? You got a family, you grown, you got kids, you doing what? Oh, no, you ain't doing it." All those things, and I'm like, stop saying that, because it used to aggravate me when grown people would say to me, and I would look at them like, duh, I'm supposed to get older. And then I found myself saying that same thing, like, just totally amazed, because it's a wonder. It really is
when you see it.
It's a wonder. And go away for a little while and come back, and to any people that you know are kids, you really be like, wait a minute, I don't think my life has moved that fast. Man. So how the hell did you get that old? There's no way. I don't think I'm moving like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Olivia, love you, boo boo.
What's going on, Sister Davis? Oh, she said something that's been in my head the past few weeks when she said that we fear. She said something about, it was like 2 shows back.
Oh, I'm not surprised, but I ain't finna try to repeat it or act like I'm.
It was a simple comment. Was like, the reason why we do something because we fear white people. I actually wrote like a whole thing on that.
Olivia, if you recall what that was you said, drop that in the chat again, baby.
I gotta, you know what? I'm gonna go find the show because I forget what show it was, but I remember her name and her saying it's because of the fear. And I meant to say something to it. I actually wrote something to it. But yeah, now that I see her name, it all came back. Yeah, she said something that was dope. Because you know what? The reason why we don't do certain things is because of fear. Mm-hmm. That's like one of the main elements. Out of everything else, the main element is like we got fear. You know, whenever I talk to groups or organizations, and it's like the feeling in the room is, oh, we can't do this because of this. Like, no, that's fear. Mm-hmm. We can do it. It's just that we scared to do it and deal with what comes afterwards.
But that's how come we have no one, whoever the we are. It could be we, me and you, we, us as a people, we, us as women. It doesn't matter. So you allow that.
True.
You allow that. And I'm gonna say this a million times. A liar is bad. Somebody who lies to themselves is even worse.
Ooh, that's true. That is true.
So fear is bad.
Yeah.
But someone who creates fears for themselves is even worse.
Yes. Yes.
It's a thing that we all have to deal with, but you need to deal with it.
Yeah.
Don't feed it. Don't let it breathe. Don't invite it in. Make it work for it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Make it work hard for you.
Yeah.
Don't let it be easy.
I agree with that.
Don't let it be easy. But fear, just like people think a confident person is always confident. It's not true. Confidence is fleeting. It's circumstantial. Given the right noun, the right person, the right place or thing, your confidence will flee you.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree totally with that because I'm very confident, but I tell people all the time, they make fun of me. Because if I know my weakness, I'm not confident over there. That's not my forte.
Absolutely.
Oh, I thought you was Mr. Confident. I am in things that I know how to do.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
You know, if I know I'm not good at walking a tightrope, I'm not getting up there until I know what I'm doing.
But that's dangerously why people walk into someone's wheelhouse and believe in how confident they are. But that's because you stepped out of your confidence, your comfort, and stepped into theirs.
Yeah.
So that's why you should never compare yourself to no one. If I step out of my comfort zone into your comfort zone, you're damn right. You splendid. You wonderful. Hell yeah, you commanded the room. It's your world.
Exactly.
It's your world. That's right.
That's why you never do comparisons.
That's right.
You only compare yourself to your last best self. That's it. That's your only competition. You make anybody else your competition, you are guaranteed to fail. You're a guaranteed failure up against anyone else's greatness.
No, that's true. When you step into somebody else's realm, that's their realm.
That's their realm.
You gotta know when to hold, when to fold.
Yeah.
Said they don't fear us, we fear them. That's true, and we got to switch that around for, like you said, whoever we talking about.
Mm-hmm.
In this instance, in most instances, is me and whomever I decide to share my time with.
It's whomever you made that person to be, and we have a habit. I say this all the time. White people didn't give themselves the word master. They're not intelligent enough. We did.
True.
We gave them that time.
Exactly.
And then we owned up to the manifestation of that time.
True.
That's it. And that's where the power lies. Put your words and keep putting your mouth on things the way you put your mouth on things, and that's what you get.
That's true. I dig that. That's why you don't like plantation.
That's right. You got it. We just had our 360 moment, bro. That was a separate conversation, y'all.
So, but yeah, that's dope. We do have to reprogram ourselves. Yeah, that's the first step. We got to reprogram ourselves.
That's right.
And you're right. Into our fathers and our mothers' fears.
That's right. Which we inherited. That's what she's speaking to is we start out being fearful because of the fear we inherited first. Right? Because sincerely, in my first relationship, why do I have a fear that brother's gonna leave me? He ain't never did that before. He ain't even do that before.
True.
And then when I manifested and he does, all I can say is I knew it.
Yeah.
I put all my energy towards it happening. Yeah. Of course it happened.
Yeah.
And then I'm still missing out on my greatness because I ain't see how that worked out.
Exactly.
Right? If I can manifest the fear, I can also manifest the greatness.
Exactly.
I just got to choose the words and how I choose the maneuver. That's all.
That's true.
That's it.
I'm sorry, people talk themselves right up on failure. That's what you're saying.
That is,
because it's their comfort zone.
That's their comfort zone.
At the end, but you're gonna have to admit that, right? How many people gonna admit I contributed to my own failure, but with my own mouth and thought processes?
Right.
No, that's true. I know when they're like my son, he'll fall down, and if I don't come crying like a little punk, he'll get right back up.
That's right.
And don't even know that there's pain there.
All people, doctors, any school will send the parents away. These kids don't act like that when y'all ain't here. They brave, they bold. When I used to get my friends' little kids and take them together, I would take everybody together and have like a weekend, whatever, right? And we hang out and kick it. And then I've been on the phone, I'm talking to them, like, where the kids at? I'm like, they bathed, they put themselves in the bed, they good. They did what? Every time we're talking, they just I gotta keep begging them. They don't act. They know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you're being played.
Yeah. Yes.
Your parents when they get old and your children when they're young are here to test you.
Yes.
Pass or fail the test. But they're here to try you. That's on you. What you do with being tried.
My mom be telling me that when I leave my daughter with her sometimes, and she'll be like, "No, I want to go with y'all." She'll start crying, and I'm like, whatever. My mom said, when y'all left 2 minutes later, she was running around. Yeah, she didn't care.
On to the next thing.
She said she'd be playing you. And I'll be like, what? Yeah. So,
but that baby starts playing you the minute it cries.
Yeah.
That first cry.
Yeah.
What you
What's
do
up, Sister Rose?
Is how that's going to turn out.
That's true. You know what? And I learned that on the second child. Yeah, I learned that on the second. The first one got me. I don't know if it's the girls that get me.
Well, it's also your first, all those types of things.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And nobody, God forbid something were to occur because you ignored a cry, right? No parent wants to be burdened with that. So ain't nobody tripping, but they are trying you.
Yeah, you got to learn those different cries. Sister Rose, I'm glad you on here, man. We got the topic because of what you said in a post. What's up, brother Ed?
Hey, Ed.
We're doing the
How
topic.
do we overcome those fears? Face them.
Yeah, that's the answer right there. You face them. You got to face it. The first time I stood up to a cop, when I was younger, it was like I was like 19, 20, and he pulled me over, and I was like, yeah, dude, that gun's not really scaring me. And I've only had one scuffle with a cop. This is back before they had all these webcams on there. This is where they could position the car to where the camera might not see what's going on. Now they got all kinds of camera stuff on their vest. But this is when they had the little dash cam, and the dash cam wasn't even that good.
Yeah, and you had to be in front. It was always grainy.
Yeah.
You could assume, well, it looks like.
Yeah, exactly. And I haven't been scared of them since. The only reason now is because I got my kids with me, and I think that might instill a little bit. But I still be like, yo, you know, at the end of the day, we both men, and your gun and your badge don't really intimidate me.
The thing is, it's not anything. A conversation can kill a lot of things, just like love can cure a lot of things.
You was right. No, you're right about that, but you was right about that question. Go ahead.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Okay, good. I'm glad my little memory recall worked. I was like, I think it was something about.
Yeah, you had that on point. Keep that up right quick. And then what were you saying?
Oh, so it's nothing that a conversation can't kill, and it's just like it's nothing that love can't cure. Think about it. Most of the time that things end is because one or both parties are refusing to have a conversation.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
That's it.
That's true. Because
you can't, like when I turned 40, I was like, I'm not having rational conversations with irrational people. I just won't do it because all you do is sit and go around and around in a circle because you have to be rational. Like in Caribbean culture, they always say, I can't reason with you. We can't reason. That's because one or both of us is irrational, which i.e. is another word for plain damn immature and or stupid.
Yeah.
Because people are challenged by their intelligence also, which is another reason why they won't sit and have a conversation. So it's all those things.
That's true. No.
But if you could get someone to have a conversation and you all can reason, it can kill all things.
It's an amazing thing.
It's an amazing thing.
When you sit down. I had an ex like that when we really sat down and talked. Because I don't like to end relationships on nonsense. Mm-hmm. I don't mind if it ends.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's cool. But let's get something understood why we're not doing this. One, so I can go and not repeat this, and then also so you don't go and do the same thing.
Because that's the thing, right? Like if nobody has a conversation, what did you learn? What do you know?
Exactly.
I mean, because you could have introspection, but how many people can do that?
Yeah.
How many people can take a look at themselves?
Exactly.
And even still, you should have a conversation because you get wrapped up into being the cause and the cure within yourself all the time. You living dangerous.
Yeah.
Because you just wrapped up in Wayne's world. You in your own world. And you done convince yourself of a whole bunch of shit that probably ain't real.
Exactly.
So you do need people. Like in every instance, I can't think of an instance to not say how it is designed for us to meet each other. You can't, no matter what, you need a counterpart and another person, whether it's because you don't know how to do something or whether it's because you need to get out your own way. You can't just keep cycling within yourself. So even if you are great at doing introspection, you still need to bounce.
You still need that outside thing.
Rose.
I've learned that you can't give anyone.
Rose, I love it. I love that comment right there.
I learned that
you can't give anybody peace if you're in pieces.
That's
true.
Up. And they can't receive peace if they're in pieces.
That's true.
Ooh,
and neither are responsible for it.
Yeah.
Your to be whole, it is inclusive of all the people activity that we engage in. So we both have to come to it whole, not 50-50, because that means we only 100 together. But if you got 50, give me 100% of that.
Yeah.
And I give you 100% of that 50, then we at a whole.
Exactly. No, that's true.
Because that's like tithes. You might make $1 million, I make 1,000, but we both show up with our 10%. Is both worth.
Exactly.
It's both has its worth.
Exactly.
It's based on the 10% of what I got. So if I give you 100% of my 50, my 25, whatever it is, I'm giving you 100% of that.
Yes, indeed.
That's all anybody can ask of anybody.
Yes, indeed. Love it, man.
Love it, man. 25 lighters. But yeah, that no, that's true. Yeah, that's definitely true, man. You can't sit over here like you said earlier, you can't accept peace. You can't accept someone giving you love and peace and comfortability if you have not had that yourself.
But that's why you can't that's why we have to look for other things. When we say things in a woman's world about I need that ring, anybody can show up with a ring, baby. But what is it that they have for themselves? What is it that they have to give of themselves? That's a whole nother level, because that's what you got to live a lifetime with, allegedly, right? You don't have to live the lifetime with the ring, but the human being.
Exactly.
Not the ring.
Exactly.
That ring is a byproduct of everything else.
I'm glad you said that. We're talking about marriage. Is Rose still on here? Rose, you brought this on. This is your fault, so blame yourself. Go up to her last. There we go. So she also said last week the viewers should have do like a viewer show where the viewers have something. So you said it, and it said this is just a question. Do you think marriage license should be renewed and or training classes be mandated to move forward every 5 years? So let's start it off like this. First off, I do think you should have a maturity test or a growth test or a progression test if you are in a relationship to make it so you're not stagnant, so you actually accomplish something. But I think before you get into the relationship, you got to define what it is you want. I think some of us, if I say I love you and you say I love you, we might be coming from two different places.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So I think
you might call that rose and I might call that pink.
Exactly. So I think even in just regular conversation, I think like last week we were talking about hip hop. To me, hip hop music is going to be something different than it is to you and something than it is to Mount. To me is, I like K, I like Zero, I like Mos Def, Kweli, and then it changed through. Mos Def. Y'all slept on Mos Def. That Mathematics CD, man. Y'all, I was jamming Mos Def before. What is his name now? Anyway, before he changed.
I don't know when he changed his name. I can't remember. Bay.
Yasin Bey.
Yasin Bey.
Yasin Bey or something like that. So. But yeah, I thought
artists do that all the time. Yeah, so that's a whole nother story. But
anyway. It's a whole nother one. But I think and someone else might be Boosie, whatever. And then my idea of hip hop has changed over time because I used to be big on the so-called street rap for some reason, and then I kind of I like some of it, but it was more how you put the words. Like to me, Biggie knew how to put words together, the storytelling,
of course.
And same with Rakim and. One of my all-time favorites, Kane, Big Daddy Kane. The way they came at it, that's even if Biggie was talking about some other stuff, his wordplay was it's hard.
Is sick.
Same with Rakim and Big Daddy Kane. It's just sick, man. It's sick. It's you can't find no one to top that.
You said what?
Yeah,
wait. It's the kind of sick that make you go back. And you wait, run that back again a second.
You can listen to their stuff now.
Wait, did he say?
Yeah, and hear something different. And be like, whoa, wait a minute. I didn't even catch this.
That is very
You know what I'm saying? True. Same with Outkast. I didn't mean to leave them out. Outkast is another one.
So you just made me think of something about the differences in hip hop. So the differences in hip hop to be in this moment is the older school hip hop, the hip hop from the beginning, actually created life because we still watching their kids grow up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You laughing at me, Malcolm?
No. I'm sorry.
D Coop said yes, Big Daddy.
I'm laughing at D Coop.
Kane, she like Kane.
And so don't all the ladies love Kane, baby, for a whole lot of reasons. Word on the street. But
y'all saw the magazine he did back in the day. Y'all remember that?
Sister Olivia had a reply to our sister about the question pertaining to Rose's question. Okay, my personal relationships are not for sale because if you're going to create additional rules and regulations, you're taking a price on it and letting people into my business. So not quite that, but I was gonna say absolutely not. I don't think you should have to renew licenses for marriage. And I don't think so, because who is governing that? The same government that has governed or licensed same-sex couples to be married. Don't nobody have nothing to do with that. Same-sex, hetero or homosexual. That's between two people. How you govern and sanction that is between the two of y'all. How you responsible for that and to that is between the two of y'all. Now, I'm originally from New York. I'm a native New Yorker. And in my life, at times, people was together forever. They move and shook like married people. And then you find out they weren't married on paper. So my understanding of marriage is probably, my purview is probably a little different. Just because you documented and you checking in don't make it, just because you get a degree don't make you smart. I know a whole lot of intelligent people who never had a degree. My grandfather being one of them, who left his children with no debt on a second grade education system. He never owed nobody nothing. So clearly he maneuvered. He bought 6 brownstones in Brooklyn for all 6 of his children. And to the day he died, even though one of his sons died before him, he took care of 6 kids. He put the neighbor that took care of him in my uncle's place and spread that out between those 6. So that's a second grade education. So a document doesn't make you bona fide. It just makes you qualify for others. I always say those types of things are so other people can keep up with what you're doing. Same thing as time and age. So you could keep up with what you think I should be doing in these particular parameters.
Okay, I'm glad you said that, because I wanted to take that marriage thing to a whole nother level.
Bet.
I don't agree with the licenses either. Why does the government need to know what the hell you do?
I mean, you need to have that because that's in place. And if something were to happen to you, that person has nothing that they could say under just your blank statement. Now, you can maneuver on paper differently if you had, the fortitude to manage your stuff differently. Right. So you could put your stuff in certain things, certain place, and allocate things the way they need to be without that. However, when it comes to government things, you will need that.
Okay, I got you. So what I was saying is, I don't really think the government needs to be in our business. If we're going about it like the way you said it, and you plan on living by taxes and Social Security,
right,
and all that,
then
do that. That's what you need to do.
Yes.
But I think if we took marriage if we brought it back, because I'm the same way. My uncle and my auntie been married forever, but they're not on paper. But he handles
the longest relationships that I know aren't married.
Yeah, they're not married. But another thing about the government, the way they got it set up is they got something you can get to get married, and they also got something that you can get to get divorced.
So they planned your end.
Exactly. That's what you know what I'm saying. And then they got a divorce certificate. You got to pay the courts to separate,
which is hilarious, right? Because if I was raped and pregnant, you would tell me I can't get an abortion. That should be my choice, right?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
So you didn't plan for
the end. That's what I'm getting at.
That's why it's all because whatever the principle is, it should apply all the way across the board. If this is how you set up to think, then you should think and govern across the board, no matter what it is, right?
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think when you buy into the system, as our culture, when we buy into a system that's not meant for us, it's not meant for our progression. It's not meant for our love. Like when you go down there, you got to pay for someone to say, hey, you're now together. I feel like your bond would be stronger from what I've seen in my few minutes being here. Your bond would be stronger if you two have that agreement. You see what I'm saying?
If anybody ever knows about the courtship and the process of marrying within the Muslim culture, is one of the most beautiful things. Like you got a whole series of questions. Like it's a whole process that you have to go through, and it's beautiful.
I think that we should set up our own. Man, I wrote something on this. I got a whole thing. I feel like that. Number one, but I know I think it's the Indian culture. I forget, but when they get married, the family gives you money and land.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it used to be all cultures. Yeah, actually,
it used. But I've seen. I was invited. It wasn't Diwali.
During that holiday?
Yeah, it was around that time. That's why it was around Diwali. But they invited me to their wedding, and the young lady was showing me her sister. They would gift them It's not like us. We give you a whole bunch of plates and stuff like that, or whatever you give someone.
No. I mean, seriously, back in the day, you used to have other things, like real things. Like
it used to be a mesh of family.
Start a house, and stuff like that. Yeah.
So I think that if we would separate from this system, I think first off, we would have more love being spread. It wouldn't be necessarily like, we don't know what to look for in women and men now. We base it off TV shows, books. You know what I'm saying? Well, I want what she had. I want what he had. The brothers do what this perverted brother told him to do when he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to get, I've had OGs, and I don't consider them old. I've had men older than me tell me, you need to get this girl. Boy, if I was your age, I'd be all over that.
But that's what they doing. They vicariously living through you for the things that they didn't do. So that's not my direction, bro.
Exactly. So we had men, you know, real men telling men, hey, man, like my dad would tell me, hey, just because she cute, find someone that respects you. You know what I'm saying? Find someone that kind of balances you out. Not someone that's just like you, but someone who you could balance. You know, Jessica tell me in a minute, this ain't, you might want to take another route instead of consistently like, oh, that's right. But anyway, my thing is when it comes,
definitely don't need a yes man.
Exactly. You don't need a yes man. You don't need a yes woman.
For men, you don't. For any of us, because you could pay for that. If that's what you want, you could pay for
it.
And most men already know that by the fact that y'all, you know, some of y'all buy prostitutes. So you already know if that's the exchange you want, it's available.
Exactly.
You don't have to. You got to marry.
If we had the right system, I think then the elders, you wouldn't need a renewal of anything. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, because you would keep that village. Because I've had conversations like this with women before who gets surprised that I believe in arranged marriages.
Yeah.
I also believe in men who take on more than one wife.
Yeah.
You do? I do. Because everybody is supposed, the thing is, we have these big elaborate weddings and half of your people at the wedding is all Judas. They ain't there to support that marriage. Most of them want to fuck one or both of us.
I've DJed a wedding before.
Or take something
and I've heard the mom or the brother be like, you know what? They shouldn't even be getting married. I'm doing this. And I'm like, yo, why are you here? They just pay for this whole thing
all
for you
the
to make
people
a
there
blasphemy.
Should be. I have declined being in and going to weddings that I didn't support. Why would I be there with the energy? I'm not for this shit. Why would I come there to eat your food, drink your drink, and fake a front? I don't believe in it. So watch, everyone at your wedding should be believing. That energy should go to the wedding, to that, because you got people standing around can't wait for you to fall off.
Mm-hmm. And it'll be the first one in the door.
We're all there as a testament and a testimony to this union because we believe in it and we support it. I know, why are you there if you don't?
I know of a couple, I won't mention any names, but I know a couple, the family told the wife not to marry him, and they were sitting in the audience giving their blessings. And 6 months later, they were divorced.
Yeah,
they was giving blessings, all right. That's why you cannot do that. And that's why it's bigger than that. But I think the family should be a part of that decision. Here's the thing. You might be in love with him, especially for women, because we have a tendency not to be so focused. We just be like, he's so cute. I love him. And somebody got to be in there to be like, time out, little cutie.
Yeah.
This ain't what because it's about the entire unit. And the more we keep adding,
you and Jati a mess.
The more we keep adding that nonsense, that's a Caribbean way. Oh, I didn't see what Jason X said. I
think he's talking about when you said you agree with shared marriage.
She said not in that way. Yeah, I don't mean in that way. Stop yourself. Anyway, that's for real grown men, for real men. That multiple wives thing is a whole thing for real grown men, not boys.
Shoot, some of us can't handle each other, much less having to handle the emotions of 3 or 4 different women.
And you have to be. You have to be set up in a certain way as a man to be able to do that. But the reason why I agree with that, first of all, I think your whole family should be involved because this is our family. How do we obtain and maintain generational wealth when we got all different varying people and bloodlines coming up in here with wayward? Because now we're gonna get together, marry, and have a seed that's half you, half me. Damn it. We done mess things up.
Yeah.
That's where it starts.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got homo or crackhead tendencies, I might not want that in my generational wealth line.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna have a grandchild or a niece or nephew that I gotta contend with. That's half you and your family.
Yeah.
That's how we start falling apart. So yes, and then who knows you better? We've been knowing this kid since they came into this world. The parents should talk. We should have discussions because we got family ways and things that people been. That really should be continue to be a part. Now, here's where we get twisted. The final decision is still your decision, but we have concluded X, Y, and Z. Now, when the shit hit the fan, all your family could do is say, "We talked. We all had a discussion about this." So it's not that you didn't know going in, right? And then in reference to men being responsible for multiple women, you got to be a certain kind of man who can give each one of those women the exact same percentage. Like I said about that 10% of time, you got to bring your 100% to every single one of those women. And you have to know the type of man that you are and how many women you actually can manage and handle and care for in all of their ways. That's a lot of work. But the reason why I believe in it is because ever since I came into this world, there's always been more women than men, whether in school or anything. And nobody was created to be alone. So to me, it's something to that.
I think I believe in a multi-women marriage. One,
I ain't gonna say I could do it. Let that be known.
No,
I ain't gonna say I could be that.
But you couldn't do it, but you believe in it.
I like it because I think number one, for the kids, if someone was to go,
that entire village,
you got that entire village right there. Village. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, I'm not talking about the player. I'm talking about like having wives. Each of them is, they know each other.
Yeah, you're not talking about the janitor. They got a whole bunch of keys. And no house.
You know what I'm saying?
Whole bunch of keys and no home.
We're not doing that. But if you got 3 or 4 women or however many you got that you can handle, that's 3 or 4 homes that you got set up. That's 3 or 4 meals that you got set up. These kids are never gonna go without love.
And that's the thing. Those that entire, they all work together. So
exactly.
There's a whole process to that. That I actually have respect for.
Yeah, so I've always agreed with that in that aspect, to whereas you could have a village off that.
Oh, most
and
certainly.
If you got another man who got even 1 or 2, and y'all raise them together, now you got your own bloodlines in the circle.
Now you got to make sure you manage that correctly, so we ain't mixing the bloodlines and ended up with a whole bunch of
half-breeds.
Children.
Yeah, exactly. But if you do it correctly, I'm not saying there's not going to be any error, but if you can kind of control that error, what you have, if you do that correctly, there will be no need for conversations like we're having right now.
Yeah.
Because
those are agreements.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? You come into an agreement. There are conversations had in those situations.
Yeah.
It's not just, I max you. I done max 15 women and made 5 of them my wife.
That mindset's not even there.
There's real conversations. There's real respect. There's a whole entire process in their being that takes place. So it's not, when you think about it, I get to have all of this many numbers of sex partners, then you're on the wrong track. Because that to whom when a man enters, he has to take residence in his home.
Exactly.
If he doesn't, he is just a janitor.
That's it.
And you ain't no good to nobody. No disrespect to janitors. This is just a metaphor.
Hey, shit wouldn't be clean without janitors. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? But yeah, metaphorically speaking, I understand what you're saying. But yeah, I think if you have, and then being open to different type of marriages, like, so you got the many women marriage. I mean, having different wives in marriage. Just being spiritually open. We only know the marriage man, which is man and woman. It should be the only one, but different type of versions of man and women. So if you have more women, 3 or 4 women, or if you have maybe the woman might have a couple guys. If they want to,
and that does happen that way as well. For the record, there are women who have multiple husbands in agreement. Here's the thing: most of us get married, and we share our spouses anyway.
Yeah, that's what
I'd rather do it in agreement.
Yeah,
that's what Ed just said.
Right, it's probably
unknown to him. Yeah.
Unknown to him. That's right. Listen, plus a few. That's right. I mean, so that I'd rather it be in respect and agreement.
Yeah.
Than the way that we currently operate anyway.
Exactly. I definitely.
Total different vibe.
My thing on that is I respect the woman I'm with, but I probably would take part in something like that, not just for sex, like you said, because as Enya already said, you have trouble handling just one 9 times out of 10, especially if you got a busy life. But I agree with it because financial. What you got 3 paychecks. Say all 3 of you making 6 figures a year. You can live a king and a queen's life off of $300,000 a year, especially if you're going to invest it the right way.
No, that's true. You do got more money coming in, or you can start your own currency.
You have more of everything. You have more ideas, more time, because it's dispersed differently.
Right.
And those children are protected differently and cared for differently that come out of it. So there's so many different beautiful reasons. But again, to everything, there's a right and wrong way to do it.
Exactly.
There's a good and an evil way for it to come out to everything. It's all about the mindset. Where your mind is set is how anything is going to be set up. True. Even the best of intentions, as we just said, that's that heterosexual one-on-one marriage. Your mindset ain't right. It all goes apart anyway.
Yeah,
so I mean,
exactly.
come on now.
Rose Collins says y'all are starting some dialogue in a lot of homes tonight.
No, you gotta have, man. You know what? Like the OG told me last week, and I had another one tell me a couple days ago. You gotta have those combos, man, with your wife. You can't. You were saying this earlier. You told me you didn't, like the terminology I was using, and you might have got angry with me out of nowhere, because you didn't like it. If you don't have those conversations, then you got a lot of nonsense going around, and one side does not know what's happening.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Like someone's around here like, yo, what did I do?
Yes.
So I feel like in the households, even if you feel like you need another lady in the house, or you need another man in the house, or you just feel like if there's something missing, relate that to your significant other. There's a reason why they're significant to you. Let them know that.
That's that's asking a whole lot. Hell, we trying to get people to see themselves, trust themselves, love themselves, and be proud of being Black. That is a whole nother level. Outside of it just being carnal and flesh, to elevate that high to say, I can commune with these people and not be jealous or worried about this or worry about that, because your children aren't even your possession. Even your children decide to listen to you.
Exactly.
It's all a choice and a decision. Now, are there consequences? Can you make people afraid, threaten their job, their life? Yes. But I'm still never without choice.
Exactly.
And if you're the one doing the threatening, how do you don't know the sphere of what I'm willing, how far I'm willing to go to exercise my choice. Maybe I'm down to do the time. It's my choice.
Exactly.
But I'm not doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I'm down to live on the streets and be homeless, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You don't know what I exercise as my choice.
And you know what? It also
Maybe I'm down to take your spanking or punishment. I've done that when I was little, because I was like, I'm staying out. I'm just gonna take the punishment.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I like the way my dad always told me, you know what, David, I'm not gonna tell you what to do and what not to do, but know this. We're gonna be at church at this time. You're gonna be doing something with your life. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but you're not gonna sit in here and be watching reruns of Martin all day. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is you want to watch. You're not gonna be doing that. Do something though. And you have that choice. I feel like with our kids especially, we gotta give them, hey, y'all have choice. Y'all just might save some relationships tonight. Hey, that's the thing, save or enhance them, But if you give your kids choices, if you give your spouse choices, I know, speaking this with me and Jessica, some of the talks we've had is opened up a whole new portal of energy, or chakras, as a lot of people like to call it. Just you feel different about that person.
Because there's stress in owning any living thing on both sides, honestly. Whether you the owner or you the own, it's stressful.
Exactly.
Allow things to be free, because then you free yourself. Any living thing should be free, because it says so by the fact that they was born and they're alive. If you going to be alive, you might as well live.
Exactly.
Somebody holding you and suffocating you to not let you go. I don't want to share you, things like that. Even for your children, that's smothering. You have to allow. You'll get better love. That's when I was younger, and they said if you love something, let it go, and if it returns to you, it was basically real love. If it doesn't, then it wasn't. And I used to think that was the dumbest shit anybody ever. What you mean? You love somebody, you want to hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's the best kind of love ever. It's free. It's unconditional. Love should be freeing. You shouldn't feel trapped in love. That's not love.
Exactly.
You shouldn't be enslaved. You shouldn't be in bondage.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's right.
So am I tripping?
Unless you want some kinky shit, you do some crazy shit in the bedroom. That's different, and because that's a marital bed is undefiled.
Yeah, but you know, I told Jessica, I told her, if I was to ever cheat on you,
wives and children, the finances aren't shared. The women do not have to share their finances. That's right. Usually they have their own homes. Everything.
Yeah.
Because I mean, truth be told, there's people out here who are married and live in separate homes altogether, not separate rooms.
Yeah,
they live in totally separate homes.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another version of it. That you got to do what works for you.
What you are in agreement with.
Exactly. You got to have your own relationship. We got to stop having these relationships based off television and movies and the internet. You see a cool post and be like, you know what? I want that, because curiosity killed the cat. So we can't sit over here and be like, you got to have real conversation. If it's in your head, discuss that with your significant other.
And you shouldn't cover other people's stuff, because I guarantee you, no matter what, for the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful, you ain't willing to pay what they pay for the shit that they pay.
Exactly.
So don't cover theirs. Create your own.
I call them internet relationships. They all on Facebook.
Hey, that's true.
All on Facebook
Papa
and
Instagram. Two families, on the other side of town, and Grandma knew and didn't say anything about it. This went on a lot. Yes, it absolutely did. That's what I'm saying. It's nothing new, except for those were devoid of conversation. At least to us.
Yeah. True.
We didn't know it.
Yeah.
We base our relationships on the appearances of what we thought was going on.
That's dangerous too.
That's
dangerous.
That's why you can't be covenant with other people's, because you don't know what their agreements are. You don't know what their bedroom conversations are. You're not privy, and you shouldn't be privy to it. All you know is what you see, and then you create this master thing about them that you have no idea what they are, what they do, how they do what they do. You don't know.
Exactly.
That's why you should get to know yourself for yourself, have conversations, get to know people for who they are. But then we get scared. Then on that part, we're scared to show who we are for real. For real.
Hold on, y'all. Heather Headley.
Yes.
Yeah, I already knew you was talking about. Yeah.
Heather Headley sung it is what Rose said. What song is she talking about? I don't remember.
Where? Which
I think she backdoored this comment with Heather Headley sung it.
I see it. Heather Headley sung it. I'm not sure which song she's talking about. I have to think about it.
Back in the day, Papa had two families. It's not Rolling Stone.
No.
Heather Headley
song.
You gotta.
It's different. I gotta think about it.
Yeah.
It'll come to me because it's my girl. I love her. I love her music.
What's up, Chief? What's up, Chosen?
Hey, Chief.
What up, Jason?
Who else? Jason's in here. Hey, fam.
It's different. Hey, you know, that's true. Yeah. We got to start learning that, y'all. I mean, you know, those who are in relationships who are, like you said earlier, avoiding conversations, trying to have something based off what they saw. We got to learn how to keep stuff in house. We don't got to tell everybody what we doing, and then at the same time, we don't got to be influenced by another couple who's like, oh, y'all do this, maybe no. That's for them. What I do on this radio show and what somebody else does on their radio show, I don't have to copy it.
Nope.
I do what works for me. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
And just because you're having success with it, one, I don't have to be jealous or envious, or whatever, and I don't have to. I got to do what works for me.
Why would you disrespect yourself like that?
When
I look in the mirror, I don't see Olivia.
Exactly.
But I don't see Javette. I see me.
Exactly.
Same for them.
Hold on, Javette got a problem with you and Chief. Put her whole name out there like that.
You say, why you put the government out there?
Oh, my bad, baby. I'm sorry. What up, Jati?
Chief called her the same thing right here.
I'm sorry. We too close in person. My bad.
That's a pretty name, though.
It's a beautiful name. I gotta start acting anonymous, like I don't know these people. Hey, hi, how are ya? Welcome to the show.
What's your name again?
Right. How do you say it? What is that? Ja? Okay. Hey. Right? I gotta start acting like that.
Start stuttering a little.
We not right. Like make it difficult.
Look, Chief rubbing it in. Still calling the Javette.
But no, we got to do that, man. And like he said, because you are a whole person, accept that. When you in a relationship or with your kids, accept what you got and enhance what you have.
Yes.
And stop letting other elements come in, messing it up.
And paint your picture.
Yeah.
They come in. Here you are. You got your whole box with your puzzle pieces, and they want to add pieces from their box.
Exactly.
If you don't get your pieces out of here.
Yeah.
And go create your own picture over there.
Do your own puzzle.
It's a beautiful picture and everything. Like I said about my sister Olivia, beautiful women. But when I look in the mirror, I just see me.
Exactly.
So it's probably a good idea if I just show up for me.
Exactly.
And accept and receive the things about me.
Because you know what? Like we was talking about earlier, when you step into somebody else's realm, you're in their realm.
You're going to fail. That's the thing. The thing is, I don't like to be set up for failure. So I'm certainly not going to do it to myself.
Exactly.
I am never going to be a magnificent Olivia. I'm never going to be a bona fide 100% on point job. I'm never going to do that. So why would I set myself up for that?
Exactly. And
I have to abandon myself to be somebody that.
That's why you don't step into somebody else's realm trying to be what they doing, because you don't know what elements and stuff they got set up.
That's right.
So we got to stick with inside our own little bubble and do what we see fit.
That's right. And then if I keep showing up as somebody else and I'm trying to find my mate, he is in love with my sister because I'm over here acting like her. He don't even know her, but he in love with her because that's who I'm acting like.
What movie
he
was
don't
that
know me.
Where the girl acted just like the other one? It
was a movie, something like that.
Was it a single white female or something?
It probably was.
Yeah.
That's the crazy.
Yeah, that's that.
Whole life. That's that other. Taking all, because I think they came roommates, something like
that.
Yeah.
That was crazy. And to add on what you were saying about stepping into somebody else's realm, that's what I think we do when we step into this governmental realm. When we go and try and follow their rules. You see what I'm saying? We're stepping into their stuff and wondering why we're getting divorced. Because we're trying to abide by their rules. Mm-hmm. If we stick with it, you know how cultures was built? Doing what was good for them.
That's right.
By the weather of the land or...
But think about that. All of those senses are desensitized.
That's true.
Because everything that we experience in life is set. So we get further and further disconnected from ourselves. Mm-hmm. The further we get disconnected from ourselves, the further disconnected we are from everything else. Mm-hmm. How can I trust anything, know anything, connect to anything when I don't myself?
There goes
not authentically. Right. Yeah. I mean, you do. You see people putting the Legos with the puzzle pieces. Making something. So you might think it's so. Hey, Jason. Supreme respect to you, brother. Ashe. Thank you.
And I think before we even get as far as marriage, if we start the relationships, I had a whole show on this one too. If we ask these questions, if we get to know each other, I think that you should live with your mate before you get married, just to see their habits. Everybody acts a certain, like when you meet someone,
put a mask on.
It's the only way you're going to experience circumstances, because that's how you get to know people.
That's it. That's it.
Shit happening,
mad,
basically.
Sad.
Exactly.
How do you handle certain things?
Exactly.
However, you live with each other, we get too convoluted in sex. Yep. So we miss out on
there has to be some type of discipline. You know what I'm saying? There has to be, before you meet up.
So you need a chaperone to move in with you. Somebody, mama need to live with y'all.
But you know what you need to do? What we need to do is have elders.
Yes,
we need to have elders before we even get married. And not just any elder, but we need to have elders who've been married 50, 60 years to be like, all right, here goes some rules. And the elders need to get together.
Directed and instructed.
Exactly.
That's a great cohort. I like that.
That's what we need to get. If we get elders, because I always seek out elders. Yes. Whether I have to go to the old folks home and I've met some women who I thought was so beautiful that never remarried. And they'll show me pictures of how they looked back then. They said, oh, man, I didn't always look like this. Miss Clyde, you good? You ain't got, damn.
oh, that's what you mean. Okay.
They give you that look out their glasses. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boy. That's right. I know what I was working with.
But
I still got it.
when their husbands die,
when they say this ain't what you want,
and they telling you, it's not what you want.
It's not. I'm telling you, be careful.
But some of them women's husbands died. They never remarried.
That's right.
Not because they couldn't.
That's right.
Because I saw the evidence. I was like, this was you at 50? God, dog. Mm-hmm. This was you at 60? So, and then, they of course show me whatever other pictures. But I'm like, yo. And I'm not saying no women is ugly, but you had the option. You was like, they said I could have remarried. Mm-hmm. But my husband was it. That was it for me. That's who I wanted. So it's like, I don't know where I was going with that. But love, if we stay within our own circle. Some women did have remarried.
But that's because all women are on a chase to be fulfilled. That's what it is.
Yeah.
She got that one that fulfilled. Once you get the one that fulfills you, you won't. Whether he lives or dies, you will never need anyone else. That's what vast majority of women, if they're true to themselves, will tell you, we're just waiting for that one that fills me.
Exactly.
When you're totally fulfilled, loved properly, it's not about finances. When you're loved properly, there's no need for you to look for that again.
Yeah.
Because I'm fulfilled.
I'm good.
If you something is full and I keep putting stuff in it, what would be the method to that madness?
You're gonna create a mess.
That's foolishness.
You have stuff
right?
Yeah.
And then it can spill over and taint what you did have.
Exactly.
Right. So you turn from a full whole person filled to now you bitter and angry.
Now you got still candy at the bottom.
Yeah. Ain't nobody finna give that up. And that's what most women are on the chase for.
Yeah.
Truth be told. Now they use a lot of tricks. And talk a lot of ish in the process, but underneath it all, that's what they're looking for.
That's what we got to do. We got to get underneath them blankets, man. This is for women and men. This is for women and men, and I think this will work. Before you get to know someone, before you get into like a serious relationship, set guidelines. You got to understand, both of y'all gonna be sexually attracted to each other. You're not gonna give no one you ain't sexually attracted to. That's for real. You know what I'm saying? Like
for real. There's no way. I don't care how nice you are, how great of a person. It would be great if I could get with you. If I'm not sexually attracted to you, that's gonna be an area in our life that's gonna be
fulfilled,
difficult.
like you said,
you're not fulfilled.
Exactly. So it's good. Admit it. Say it all the time.
That's right.
Damn, when I get there, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying hide it and don't do it. There's other things you can do to please each other. You know what I'm saying? You could discuss the conversation is very stimulating. Touch is very stimulating, whether it be with the lips or with the hands.
You can have full orgasms without actual penetration.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
You could do all real. It's true. No, that's true.
Real. Try tantric sex, a whole bunch of types of different things that can happen. And I'm not talking about, because most people, when they say other things that can happen, they talking about we not penetrating, but we have oral sex.
No.
Let's know that that's not what we talking about.
No, none of this.
Right.
None of this. No. I mean, touch is like, yeah. Touch is in, like, you could even, man, there's a thing that them Indians have when they're really black. that you can sit on that vibrates both of y'all, and you can just speak to each other or look at each other. You know what I'm saying?
If you have megahertz frequency sex,
look into different things.
Your shit is
it's on point. But you know what? When you do that, you'll connect on a totally different level.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
When you do have, what we call regular sex now, when you're penetrating now or oral, whatever that, both of those situations, it's on a totally different level. You'll damn near be like, man, let's do this first.
So you have sex and flesh. You have sex without penetration, and you have elevated sex, which could mean tantric sex, which could be frequency sex, conversational sex.
Exactly.
That can be so sexy. Touch.
Exactly.
Sex, which is a part of the senses sex. So sensuality and sex is not the same thing. And you can experience levels of sensuality that can bring you to those higher heights that have nothing to do with sex. Sex is like actual penetration. Sex is the byproduct of everything else that you experience between the two of you. It's like the but you already had the ooh. You know what I'm saying? You already had a whole bunch of oohs, and now you just finish it off with a little
Exactly.
It's like the some of the restaurants, all of the restaurants used to, but I think Olive Garden gives you that chocolate mint. But you done already had ate your appetizers, your entrees, your drinks, all that. And then here's a mint.
Here goes a little mint. They used to put it on your pillow when you went to the hotel.
And I'm not trying to low grade sex, because sex is amazing.
Oh yeah.
All right. But what I'm saying is there's so much.
There's a lot more you can do,
so
man.
Much,
it's so much more.
So much.
That's why I said don't even watch the movie. I used to have dates like this. Go get a book. Go get a book. Go get a book. Just look up sex and go get, like she said, she already gave you one, tantric sex. Go look up different forms of stimulation. How you can stimulate your partner. You know what I'm saying?
Senses.
Exactly.
You engage senses on any level, on a sensual level, it is going to be fire. If you engage your senses on an intellectual level, that's a whole intellect. No matter where you are, if you engage the senses, you saying something. So most certainly with sex. Because I mean, most everybody knows this. If a man has good conversation, usually he has a woman's ear, for the most part.
I've had a lot of women say that, because I used to ask that question. And you know what? Same for men. When a woman gives you a good idea, your eye twinkles a little bit, like.
I'm sizing her up now. Wait, what?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that conversation, that I feel like that's the beginning to it.
It is.
When you say, that's how me and Jessica was. We start saying stuff to John. I'm like, oh. Even when they call you out, they're like, man, you shouldn't do that. That's stupid. Why you do that? Don't talk first. But
I think some men find that type of joke sexy.
I like that shit.
Like me.
Oh, we got a phone call? Oh, it's not a phone call? We don't have a phone call already. So
we got a whole bunch of chat going on fire though. Why
we do
get
that chat going in.
Married?
So, but yeah, so do that. So when you first meet someone, first off, have that convo. Get to know what they like. Get to know what their plans are. Get to know what their aspirations are. Like, those would be the first conversations. You know, when you first meet someone, you're on the phone 24 hours a day, texting. Well, now you got texting, but no, when you get off work, whatever, you just talking, sitting on the pillow, talk. I'm about to get in the shower. Well, I'll wait. Okay, well, hold on. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. So get to know each other. After you start talking, meet a person. I would just get I done knocked the goddamn top
That's right.
After you get to know each other and accentuate each other, then start hanging around their friends and family.
Yes, indeed.
Get to know mama, get to know daddy, see how when you get around family, you are going to go into your real self. One thing is your family is going to bring it out you.
And some people say don't meet family. That's probably one of the top 5 things y'all should do when you first start dating. That family thing, that family interaction, like you said, you ain't gonna be able to hide you.
No,
they're gonna bust it all out.
They gonna bring
one
it
way,
out.
shape, form, or fashion or another. Somebody gonna do something stupid. Somebody gonna tell on you. Whatever the case may be, it's coming out.
They gonna say, the first thing they go, man, why you acting like that? Because of her? Yo, chill out. Chill out with what?
Yeah.
Look, he ain't really like this.
Yeah.
Start calling you nicknames.
Yeah.
Look, Boo Boo used to do this. Let me tell you why Boo Boo call him like.
Did he tell you his nickname was Vanilla Wafer? Let me tell you why he got Vanilla Wafer.
This is last girlfriend. Look at this. You a step up. Look at this. Like, wait, hold on. Like that's real. You gotta meet family and friends.
And you all will also engage in a lot of circumstances in that one event.
True.
You'll to see how everybody handles different things in that one event. There will be so many circumstances, unrehearsed, unscripted, raw, to see how you handle all these different things.
Exactly.
Like, did your little niece just step on my $3,000 shoes? Is she crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, it's so many things, scenarios that can happen that's uncontrollable.
That's
and
true.
Unpredictable, and you will get to see how each of you handle them, completely how you handle them. That mama's boy who his mama can't do no wrong, and so I guess I'm good. This ain't gonna work.
And you get to see where they get their traits from.
Yes.
Cousin and mama and
that could be super funny and dope.
Yeah,
that could be super funny.
Because you'll be like, your son says this all the.
Oh, and sometimes they won't even know it.
Exactly.
They won't even have noticed it.
Jessica does that with me. Like, wait a minute, you always tell me this. Yeah, so what are you talking about? Your mom just said it. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like talking to your kids and you start realizing my pops used to say the same thing to me. And
these
used to
really
annoy
are
me.
My family.
Yeah,
we all really are.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like once y'all get to know each other, meet the family.
Absolutely.
And then you know what? They don't have family reunions like they used to, so you ain't got to wait till the summer.
And the real friends, not the coworkers.
Yeah,
the ones they got putting up. Oh yeah, we can go to our work event. They don't know her or him either.
Exactly.
They don't know them either. Ask them coworkers. You been to their family, her mom's house or so?
Yeah.
Then you be like, these just coworkers.
Yeah.
They don't know her.
Those are associates.
Yeah.
Just thereby.
Real family.
Is that a phone call?
Yes.
We got a real phone call. There we go. What's going on? Welcome to the Rely Show. Give us your name and let's talk.
Good evening. This is Jati.
What's up?
Hey, Jati, how you doing? It's good to hear your voice.
How you guys doing?
Huh?
I have a little pushback on that meeting that family immediately.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Salt and Pepper. Let's go. Push it, baby. Real good.
Because I have an auntie. Anyone I date, she wants to meet them immediately. And I have actually brought 2 specific guys to dinners 2 separate years, and I'm not with those guys right now. And every holiday, they will not let me forget it.
Don't blame Auntie for that.
They will not let me forget it. Okay.
That's hilarious.
But in all seriousness, I mean, that's the truth that I just said. But in all seriousness, I would prefer to get to know someone more, because the other thing that happened is they become connected to a person that I'm not connected to anymore.
They'll get over it.
I've had that happen.
They'll get over it.
I've had that happen.
No,
it's me. It's me.
Oh, well,
you know,
that does happen. But I've had to, when I broke up with someone, his mom was like, we still need to, I was like, I can't, we can't. Like, that's not fair. That's not fair to, and I wouldn't want to be in that position.
Yeah.
Right? Your mom's still cool with your ex. We probably never gonna get cool. She and I probably never gonna get cool.
Yeah.
That's like almost all.
Well,
so explain what you meant they weren't connected to you anymore. Like, was it a personality change that they weren't used to, or?
Their true colors came out.
You
know, in the beginning, a lot of people bring their representatives.
I be asking.
Okay.
I be giving when I meet people, I give my representative some time off. I've sent her on vacation. She be asking all year, like, when you gonna give me some time off? I'd be like, as soon as I meet somebody, boo.
But not okay. I can't hear myself.
You
But Chief, okay, because Chief is telling me no, I didn't use that voice.
you know he was in the building, so you know he about to give you that fever, right? You already know. So just know that means he was like, oh, she got that voice. Okay.
What is that? The girl sings voice she
it's
got
the
going
voice,
on?
right? She called with her smooth talk after dark voice.
Yeah,
Hi.
sounds so. Yeah, and I brought him to my
How you
auntie's
doing?
house, and it was all there.
Right.
I'm gonna believe everything you say now. No, that's cool.
This is my voice.
I want to hear you angry. Let's see if it changes.
Then you're not gonna hear nothing.
Oh, you a quiet one.
Yeah, you don't want to see me angry.
Quiet storm. Right. You
those are the worst ones.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they black on you.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
And the patois comes out.
Absolutely.
The Caribbean patois comes out as well.
Absolutely.
Oh, you from the Caribbeans?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you start cussing. You're lick on your ass. Suck your mother.
I want to wait. I'm single, but I want to wait before I told my family I'm not bringing anybody else to the house. Like, never ever again.
Well, I'm just gonna pull up on you.
Let me ask you a question. Do you regret getting rid of those men? Do you think it would have worked out?
Oh no. No regrets at all.
Yeah, that was no. Yeah. So it seems like you're
no regrets at all.
I don't know. I think I'm always gonna bring him around because I need to weed it out. Go ahead. Let's get it out.
Well, that is what my auntie says, but like you guys said earlier, at the end of the day, I'm the one that's gonna be taking that leap. And they're just gonna be on the outside looking in. You know? Sometimes it takes a minute for someone else to see what's really happening in front of them.
That's true.
And it doesn't matter how much you tell them, they have to walk through that experience themselves.
That's true.
No, that's very true. No, that's true.
I
can definitely agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I've been told stuff. I'm like, man, y'all need to shut up. You don't know what's going on. Then 2-3 months later, it's like, oh shoot, how did y'all pick up on that so quick? You know what I'm saying? So no.
I mean, the people that are on the outside looking in are always going to be able to see something easier. If you're inside of the pot, it's harder for you to see some things than if you're standing on the outside of the pot. So looking in and saying, oh yeah, that doesn't look good. So I always like those perspectives, because here's the thing. Whether your perspective is right or wrong, I'm probably going to do what I want to do anyway.
Exactly.
Until I don't. So either way, y'all might be good for each other. Maybe you get along with my family, you're good friends, but I don't like you no more.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, I dig that. So you saying in your next relationship, you're going to start getting to know them a little bit better? Like, what you think you're going to change?
They won't be meeting my family. Maybe for about a year.
I'm gonna pull up. She don't know.
We're gonna say
I'm gonna do covert operations.
Well, see, so here's the difference. The girlfriends are different than the family.
Okay. All right. Because just know,
especially when you have that BFF that knows you, the one that really knows you and sees you. That's totally different from the family aspect.
That is true.
Okay,
they
so
know you like nobody else. That's a good question, Rose.
If Brooklyn told you something, would you listen to it faster than your auntie?
I listen to everyone, but I walk in my own experience.
Okay.
I don't ever negate what someone tells me. Now they can tell me something and it may upset me or, bring up something in my past, but I never negate it. I'll keep it inside, or I'll just put it to the back and wait and see if I'm able to see it, if it comes to my sight.
So she takes it under advisement.
Yes. Exactly.
Rose said, do you think our young men and young women are desiring marriage these days? Yes, I do. I don't think that that's what we see on the TV and other places and social media, but yes, I do. In a lot of different ways. I think it looks like to me, it looks like young people are on 50-50.
Yeah.
I think young people are like Apple or Android. If you with Apple, you Apple. You Android, you Android. Because I see a whole lot on this side, and then I see a whole lot representing on this side as well. So I think they just here with it.
I think they do, and I think some of them don't. I think some of them fear it too. They might want it, but due to their own experiences, they're like, I don't know yet. And some of us don't have the knowledge on what it means to be in a relationship, so they might be trying to grasp it, and then
I think young people who probably experience real divorce are probably avoiding it.
Yeah.
Right. Real divorce, not your parents broke up or they was not really married or things. I mean, like that whole gamut.
Yeah, the whole process
Of divorce. I think those younger children probably are struggling with it more. I think children who don't know what it is, maybe was raised in single households, maybe saw different versions of it, and are in a creative, open nature. A lot of those persons are down to create their own family, want to create their own families, want to have their legacies, and do not think it's cool to have children everywhere. And even if they started out having children in multiple places, it seemingly they're trying to bring them together as family, is what I see. So I think it's not 50-50, but I think it's kind of a nice little split between the definitive.
There's a lot more exposure to a lot of stuff now than it was when, say, I was.
Yeah.
And then YouTube.
Yes.
There's a lot more, like we didn't have no internet.
Yeah. To see other people.
Exactly.
We got to see our four corners.
That's it.
Church, school, neighborhood.
That's it. Family.
And household.
Exactly.
And your household and family. So yeah.
That was it. Now
they can watch other people.
Yeah. Even if it's not even on TV, there might be a couple on one of these social networking sites like the Instagram or the Facebook.
Yeah, in real life, just living out there.
Yeah, just posting every time they see it and be like, oh, I like that. And that's where ideas start to.
I think that for that part, that's a good thing, right? Because to me, you can tune into whatever the frequency or energy or thing that you're wanting to have. You can, because of these devices and things, you can select what you are feeding yourself, right? You don't just have to tune in because this is the Hot 16 on the TV or the radio. You can literally, for your listening pleasure or for your visual pleasure, specify what it is you want to grow and develop in yourself and just watch that. Just listen to those things.
True.
So that's how come when people act like, there's no choices, this is all they ever knew, this is how they grew up, I'd be like, time out. I'm throwing a flag on a play.
Yeah.
Because whatever it is you would like to be and know, you actually can.
Yeah.
You can really hone into that. I had to drag a whole encyclopedia set to get into things that I was specifically interested in. And you could just kind of pull up, and you have to be careful, right? Because there's a lot of stuff that can lead you down the wrong way as well. But there's really no limits. Because then that could promote you to ask great questions from other people.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That'll help you question yourself and what you thought you knew.
But yeah, I do think that young men and women are desiring marriage these days. However, I have to say, thanks to music, my cougar swag is messed up. The young boys.
Wow.
These young boys are whack. They messing up my whole what I thought my cougar swag would look like. I am uninterested. I'm like, hey, you ain't even, you cute, but there's no substance. So they stole my old lady swag time. I missed out on being a cougar. Boo. Boo.
I don't think you missed out, Brooklyn, because they are coming at me.
I missed
like tennis balls. They're coming at me like tennis balls.
Like a little perv. But after 45 and being in these 50s, I'm gonna be looking real like a pervert pulling up on somebody, like some pulling up on somebody's son for real. Talking about something. I'm here to pick up. I'm gonna be looking real wrong. So I think I missed my season.
Nah, your season is when you started. They got new seasons of basketball every year. You know what I'm saying? In
that case, sis, I think we should be the new version of basketball. Why? Go get us the first draft picks.
Yeah. So my problem with that is I have a 25-year-old. You should be dating my 25-year-old.
Yeah, see, that's
me.
Yeah, that's it. Just when you start getting younger than my nephews and shit, that's a little embarrassing.
So hey, someone will pull it off. Man.
That you can pull it off now, but it depends on what you want. And I'm not sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. Depending on what you want.
I mean, depending on what I want.
And you got to find the right ones because, if you're looking, like the first round draft picks, you got to understand they ain't never really been in the NBA. So unless you're talking about teaching them how to shoot the jump shot or working at a faster pace, you might want to get to wait till they've been in the season. Wait till they've been in the game.
Season a little bit.
Now you get the young ones. Yeah, you're going to dribble the ball like this. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay.
And then you end up with stalker.
On my rules of engagement.
Yeah.
And I might develop my my cougar swag all over again.
Yeah. You got to develop. Some of them need that. Don't jump right into the lines then with them.
Right quick, y'all. I'm live on Instagram. Let our Instagram audience know exactly what the conversation is about, so they can too go to YouTube or Facebook to watch us live.
Oh, tonight we're actually right now we're talking about marriage. We're talking about the different levels. I mean, we done went to marriage,
cougarism.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, really, marriage and relationships,
relating.
There we go. Relating to each other. How to relate, different ways to relate, whether it be sensual, sexual, or just, friendship, whatever relationship you're in with someone. So we just talking about relating. And hopefully your relations lead to something prosperous or great.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I don't understand there's no point in coming together, becoming a part of a team if we're not developing something. I mean, what's the point?
There you go.
That makes no sense. What we doing?
Exactly.
Profound.
Yeah, I agree with that. Even if it's with your partner, man, like y'all should be trying to grow.
Tuning out, y'all, but y'all check us out on YouTube and Facebook. I just want to introduce y'all to the top.
I'm sure you and JT have talked about doing stuff together, or even elevating each other mentally.
All of your relationships. The last part of relationship is ship, which is indicative of going somewhere. Either you're going away or we're moving on together in something.
Yeah.
That's to me, that makes how we relate proactive.
Exactly.
So that's putting some action on how we relate.
Exactly. We
got to ship out somewhere. we got to make a move towards something.
True.
So what's the point of being a team? I mean, I wasn't on my cheerleading team just so we was doing something. We was making something happen. What we doing if we not doing something?
Exactly. And I think if some people who are having problems with whomever they're trying to get with, if they would have a point they're trying to get to and know that first, what they want to do, then you would be able to attract what you want.
Yes.
I was in a bad relationship before. Not bad. I'm not saying I'm super bad, but I realized my mindset was attracting that. And my mindset allowed me to be in that relationship for the time I was in there. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't just put it all on her or, say it was just, you would do, it was me. Because can't no one do nothing to you that you don't allow them to do.
Yeah, yes. You got to be mature in that way.
Yeah.
Yes. Are there some things that you experience with people that are not desirable and play to the decisions of things ending? Yes. But if you don't see how you played a part in it, you failed.
Yeah.
And you're bound to repeat.
Exactly.
2 people show up for a relationship. The relationship doesn't fail. 2 people are responsible for the failure of that relationship.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter 40, 60,
Yeah.
50, 50, 30, 70. It don't matter. That's semantics.
Yeah.
We could go into detail. You did this, you did that, da, 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 da. It failed.
Exactly.
We failed. It's done.
Exactly.
There's a problem. Because if we keep stumbling over ourselves and failing in relationships, it's a problem.
Exactly.
Wherever we go, there we are. So even the next relationship, we still showing up like we showing up.
Doing the same old two-step.
I'm just saying.
And I think, you know what? If you did break up with someone, I think you should go talk with them and figure out why it happened. Take some accountability. I do that with all the women that I've talked to previously. Not saying I'm just talking to a whole bunch of women, but to the women I've talked to, we've had convos, deep convos, and I learned a lot about myself and them. And you know what? At the end of some of those convos, I was like, damn, if I would have known this before.
If you can handle it and you're mature enough, both are mature enough to
Yeah.
have those conversations without the I'm broke, I'm hurt, blame type conversation, then you both can learn something that will elevate you to the next. Because, bad analogy I'm about to use, but most relationships are stair steps to where we going.
Yeah.
Right? There are pieces of ourselves that we learn within them. The only L you could ever take is a lesson. You never lose.
Yeah.
If you show up to play the game, true. You always win.
That's
you
true.
Never lose. You take a lesson.
Yeah.
You may not get the most points on the scoreboard,
exactly.
but you never lose.
You never lose.
I tell my nieces and nephews that all the time, I never lose.
Yeah.
I always win because I'm gonna learn a lesson, and when I learn a lesson, I get blessings. I'm good. I'm always winning. I may not have won the game.
Yeah.
But I win.
But you best believe that next game I'm coming harder and better than I was in that one.
That's right.
You know.
Excuse me, y'all. Olivia Davis says to Brooklyn Sun concerning the young men and cougarism. You haven't hit the right corner.
Well, on my way here, I was driving and dude was getting my attention, so maybe I'm starting to be more present in Houston. And then I got
Brooklyn. You and I have already had this conversation. Tell them what I told you.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what she said.
Oh, you got
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What you say, John?
You know, she said we get convenient amnesia. He said that a couple shows ago. I don't know.
John, what you say to her? I'm interested.
She actually took my advice a little while ago, and all you have to do is smile.
It's because I'm shy.
That's all you have to do. This woman right here says she's shy. This woman,
yes, I am,
with all these gems, but says that she's shy.
But I'm still shy. When I meet people in a situation I'm already comfortable in, then you're not gonna know. But like just being a stranger, I'm not initiating conversation. You crazy? I'm not doing that.
Oh, so
and I tell her you don't have to initiate the conversation because the smile and a hello, most brothers when they feel comfortable, they will come towards you. They will start that conversation.
I do that, and that's for some brothers, not all.
You stuttering now?
I do that. Some brothers do. Some brothers they don't. Because I also, while I'm saying hi, depending upon what I'm picking up from you, I'm also saying, don't you even come near me.
But see, that's the thing. I don't feel that every person you meet is going to be that person for you. It doesn't stop you from being friendly with them. It doesn't stop you from having a conversation with them because you never know what you may or may not learn from them. So I don't look at every guy that I say hi as being the next one for me.
No, you can't.
He's just a person I'm passing.
You definitely can't. But across the board, male or female, hi and a smile, yes. I'm going to be courteous and nice to people, but I'm not open to all energies to be coming to talk to me. I'm just not. But I am shy, period. I don't care what y'all say. I know me.
Well, Olivia said just shy with much opinion.
I don't know these people, so I don't even know why they're here. They must be here for you. I don't know those people.
You always say hi to them.
I don't know. I never do. I don't know.
Convenient.
Show me the receipts.
She got that CM.
See, this is why.
CA.
This is my future husband could be listening in somewhere, and this is why you don't want people to meet your family so soon.
He'll get to love you better.
And she hit me with a fracadackle. You know that she's really cussing at me. I just want you to know.
Oh, got you. You know what? I'm gonna take Brooklyn when I go out on the weekends, and we gonna get her talking to somebody. Yeah,
some people confuse love with lust, and then the relationship turns to hate because sex clouds everything.
You see how she's trying to change the conversation.
And although it's part of the relationship, sex does not fix everything. It sure don't. The only thing sex fix is a sex itch.
Get you some exercise in.
I mean, yes, you get your heart pumping now. That's a good thing.
Next time I go out to one of these events,
I don't know.
Because
I went
normally
to the event.
You went to one, but I wasn't with you, so you were sitting in the back doing like this.
I mean, I wasn't doing like that. I was engaged, but I'm just saying.
I'm gonna take you to one of these events because you'll meet some cool brothers out there. And I'm gonna tell the brother to go talk to you. You see the stuff you started, Jati? Yeah, that's what's about to happen. Because I know some cool brothers, you know what I'm saying? So
that's what you get for putting my government name on.
All right. That's enough. Y'all need to host a mixer. Let's get the mixer
that's
going.
True. He said Maroon Beauty. Did I say that right?
Who? Where you see that?
Pull that one up, Maroon Beauty 21. There we go.
You should always practice with men until you get the one. Yes. Yep.
Exactly.
I agree. I definitely agree.
Yeah, so go talk to him. Do your thing, whether you being a cougar or whether you got a fellow lion or whatever. And and just see what kind of energy they get.
No, get your head up.
So
oh my God, I can't. When did this turn on me? We're talking about other people's relationships and marriages.
But it's me and you right here. We want you to have a relationship. You know what? 2 out of every 5 shows, you say you haven't met no one yet. About that ratio. Unless we on something just deep.
Okay.
Which means it's on your mind and you want to meet someone, you just being too shy to meet them. So why not discuss it right now?
There's nothing to discuss.
Okay, so why not open your mind to doing it then?
My mind is open.
Golly, you are hard-headed, aren't you?
My mind is open.
It's open. So next time you go out, you're gonna smile and
I always smile.
So and then you're gonna also talk and initiate something, maybe.
I don't know if I'm gonna initiate something, but if you talk to me, I will talk to you. I'm not good at that part.
That's why you talk to other people to get practice. I'm gonna make sure you practice. What do I got going on this weekend?
I'm practicing. Who are these people?
That's what we're gonna do.
Anyway.
It doesn't matter, Brooklyn. You're not here. You're not listening, Blackwater.
I'm not.
You're not listening.
I know. I'm not.
Open your ears. Close that mouth. Open your ears.
John T's getting
I am. I will close my mouth like I close my legs.
I'm gonna get off this phone and let y'all have y'all show back.
Well, thank you for joining us, shit stirrer upper.
John T, I appreciate you calling in. I didn't call you a shit stirrer upper. I don't agree with her on that one.
I thought. I'm gonna write in my journal how that one day
I like how
camp, all things change.
I like your love for Brooklyn. That's dope. I really do. That is really cool.
What?
Thank you, King. You guys have a beautiful evening. I will be back in the chat.
Thank you, baby. Cool. Love you.
Oh, love you too.
Okay.
Maroon
He's
Beauty.
also a private person. Thank you, Olivia. And so Olivia said, let's kick off this mixer. What this mixer looking like, baby?
Y'all need a host. You know what? I'll do that. I will host a mixer. I will do that. I will definitely do that.
What does that look like? What?
So this is what I'm going to do.
What we going to do?
Pre-mixer, because I like to, I don't want everybody coming in because I agree with what you said. I don't think everybody's worthy of your energy since I've gotten to know you.
Aww.
You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah. So I would have to get resumes before they come in. I would have to say, hey man, what are you looking for? So it won't be no Cubs just looking to get cuddled with.
I don't want no jive time turkeys.
I ain't talking my language. Ain't gonna be no jive turkeys coming in cracking in there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some brothers who are actually looking for something that they want. You know, something prosperous. Because I know that you ain't just no simp. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make sure the right man is in your presence. And if I don't feel like
he's saying this on air, y'all. Y'all heard this?
Yeah, I'm gonna get resumes. So guys, matter of fact, I'm gonna get a flyer made. I'm gonna get a flyer made.
Y'all did too much. Time out. The show's over.
No.
Y'all doing too much.
Brothers, y'all
talking about me.
Y'all heard Brooklyn speak on here, so you've gotten a sample of her energy, at least on air. You've gotten a sample of her knowledge. So now you know you got to come correct. You can't come with the Bill Bellamy how to be a player. You see what I'm saying? So since you got a sample of that, y'all know she ain't ugly. The camera this ain't a good camera, so you know it ain't hiding nothing. So it's
not being filtered properly.
Yeah, you should not being filtered. We're not hiding nothing. You know what I'm saying? She's not fat. No, like when she stand up.
No.
She's not fat. You know what I'm saying? She got her hair covered. She got a pretty smile. So this is what's gonna be. Y'all hear it.
Like a pimp.
No, never that. Y'all put in your resumes. I'm gonna have food. We're gonna have games to where you get to know each other.
Really letting this shit happen?
Yeah.
Ooh, you know good, Sumner.
Because she's seeking the correct one, that righteous one. Y'all gonna be like this uncle on my shirt. Y'all gonna connect and create a portal to everybody. You gonna be the example of dope relationships. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, that sounds fly.
Yeah,
but you're trying to distract me with fly words. I refuse.
you gonna be the. Everybody look at this Tupac picture behind me this way. That's
the love.
Brooklyn's gonna find her Tupac. You know, Brooklyn's gonna find, and she's gonna be looking like this.
Wait, I
found one.
I don't know about no Tupac.
Why? Or not Tupac.
Ooh.
She's gonna find her man. She's gonna be in the picture just looking happy. You're not gonna hear her say, I haven't found no one yet, y'all, but it's coming. No.
These freaking Houstonians right here.
She gonna get it. Is Olivia single also?
Yes, and
sorry,
so
Olivia.
is Ja. So all of them. Find somebody for them too.
Olivia, Ja, and Brooklyn. Mainly for y'all.
That's it, because we're sisters.
Yep. We're gonna find some. I'm gonna put a mixer together. I'm glad y'all said that. It's gonna be dope. This is gonna be like the love connection. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna ask the questions. You remember that show?
Yes, Chuck.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
My cousin was on that show.
For real?
Real talk. My real life cousin.
For real?
Real talks. It was hilarious when we saw it. But anyway.
I'm gonna get a little TV screen, put it right over here somewhere, and you're gonna sit on the chair and you're gonna ask questions so you can get to know them. Okay. And y'all gonna have y'all first date there. And then I'm gonna invite some of the elders I know just to peep game.
Where is my brothers? Chief, Ed, y'all ain't where
they just started.
You're not showing up and protecting me. What's up with this? Y'all letting this happen to me?
One love, Chief says.
Oh,
Chief says with the real Brooklyn, please stand up. Chief says. He's still here.
The real Brooklyn always stands up.
Ed Campbell says this.
Too much focus on money and energy is put into the day equals wedding. Put into the day of the wedding, not enough energy and attention.
This is very true.
That is true. I've been in some of these weddings and they spend
80, 90, 100,000.
For the other people. I'm confused.
That
probably don't even want you married in her first place.
You know how many weddings I've either played the DJ at or served whatever at that I hear the people in the background. Oh, and that liquid courage.
Oh,
once that gets
everybody,
in
all the truths be rolling. That's what be rolling down the aisle. All the truths. Yep.
Then you hear the snickering over there, and they start kissing you. It's like that aerial view. You see the face. Or they come back to the thing. Y'all know they're not gonna stay together. I'm just joking. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
There's
not. Truth in every joke.
Yes.
Everybody knows that.
Yes.
That's what usually makes it funny.
There's
some truth in it. So
there's some truth in there.
Just somebody was able to say the truth in a funny kind of way to make you laugh. But there's some truth in it. Shit, you be laughing, you be like, that shit ain't funny though, for real.
Yeah. Family make those jokes.
Whatever.
That's why you pissed the bed. You pissed. Wait, why'd you say that?
Why you? Yeah,
why
that's not.
God,
what you doing? What's up? What's up, fam? Y'all, where y'all at? Y'all supposed to be. Look at this. I'm just saying, Jason, you ain't show up and protect your sister either. I thought I gave you the proper respect. You ain't show up and protect me. I see you.
Oh, they are protecting you. You know, you just don't like their arms around you, squeezing the truth out of you. That's what it is.
You don't have to squeeze the truth out of me. I drip truth.
Jati say, "Oh, you gonna start talking all this good stuff after I exit the room?"
No, because you and Sister Olivia is gonna be right here with me, so it's okay. I'm good.
We having a mixture.
I'm with fam that be throwing me under the bus, but it's okay.
No, they put you in the bus and gave you a map to your next stop.
You think? Chief say you think I got a man.
Oh, you got quiet.
I don't know, because I don't know what you're talking about.
A ghost man.
Because I don't know what you're talking about, but God.
Brooklyn, what do you look for in a man?
I don't look for anything.
No.
But
what?
Friendship, trust,
okay, yeah,
respect, conversation.
Okay,
it's my rap song.
What are your? Let me ask a better question. What are your? What are you not standing for?
Lies.
So if they lied one time, would you forgive them?
Depends on, probably not, but depends on what it's about. Forgive, yes. Continue the relationship, maybe not.
Okay.
Because it depends on. Because to me, that's where we're gonna be headed from here on out.
Got you.
And I can't do that. But you gotta be cool, open-minded, be a friend. Friendship is very important to me. Friendship with my mate is gonna be very, very important. I was married before. We wasn't friends. That junk didn't work out right.
Okay, so what happened? So y'all wasn't friends first, or like
no.
How did that go? If you don't mind me.
No, we weren't friends first, and got married because we were supposed to. We believed we were supposed to. I still think we were, but we just didn't do right with it. We still had too many things. We didn't have enough conversations before. It wasn't a long courtship or nothing like that. Just thought we were supposed to. We were grown in our 30s, and so we went forward. But we still had stuff individually to work out. Like I didn't have no patience, and he was still a mama's boy. Those kind of things.
Okay.
Our communications shut down. All of that kind of stuff. And we from two different worlds, honestly. So I was strong Brooklyn, and he was sweet peach, Georgia peach. So it was different. Not sweet. I ain't mean like that because I don't like those kind of boys. But just different. Though during that time, the roughness was still kind of there. It was scrubbed back a little bit, but it was still there. So I came across very hard.
Would you do the same thing now with the knowledge you got?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
You mean go about the relationship the same way or get married again?
No. Would you go about the relationship the same way?
No. I didn't have patience. I didn't have an understanding that most of my friends were married. So I was expecting them, and they had been married a long time. So I was kind of expecting us to already be there too, because we was already grown, but we weren't in that relationship as long as they were. I wasn't there when they was in our phase. So it wasn't they at phase 5'11" and we at phase 5.
Got you.
And I'm thinking because we grown, we supposed to arrive. So stuff like that. And I didn't have the patience. And then he wasn't good at being a listener of his helpmate on some things. So it was, but it doesn't matter. That's where I first said a Rasta had asked me one time that I worked with. He said, "Oh, I know it's his fault," because Jamaicans love to call me Momo for whatever reason. But Momo, I know it's his fault because you're too smart. You're too pretty. I said, they ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It's we didn't work. We failed. And he was like, respect. I never heard no woman say that before. I was like, I would be foolish not to. There's no way that I could exclude myself from the fact that we failed. There's no way. That's ludicrous.
And do you like Ludacris as a rapper?
Ludacris is cool. Ludacris is dope for his community. Ludacris has a lot. Always has, even before he became the rapper Ludacris. When he was just on the radio, before he was that person, he always did. He does a lot for ATL. He does a lot for his community. But yes, indeed. Okay, back to other people's relationships.
Before we get to other people's relationships, Jati and Chief are on your B-H-I-N-D.
Y'all know I have y'all phone numbers in real life, right? Y'all know this. What are they saying, Malcolm?
Jati said, yes, Chief. Brooklyn has a husband already. Chief came back and said, I met the king. That's why Brooklyn be looking like liquid gold.
I absolutely cannot with them. Right now, they on you need the tool from the cereal box to decode what the hell they talking about. I'm just saying.
Those decoder rings.
Yeah, you need a decoder ring. Yeah, you need a decoder ring from the cereal box. Y'all a mess. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, we got a question for you. So we'll deflect for right now. Define mama boy.
He allowed me to deflect. Okay, so when a man marries, I'm gonna give you an example before I define. During my marriage, so now I guess I am.
She got to move the seat.
All right, so I'm 5'9".
I told y'all she wasn't
fat.
fat.
Skinny, but I'm not fat. My mother-in-law, about this high and wide. My husband came home with a sweatsuit and said, I didn't know if I was gonna get this to you or mama.
Oh,
that's mama's boy. We don't need look alike. We ain't the same height.
Two separate sizes.
We ain't the same size. And that's mother and I'm your wife. I'm in my 30s. What the hell would we be?
Oh.
That's an example of mama's boy.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And then when you can't see it, you can't even see that. Even if you thought that, why would you say it? So that's another level. So there's things that were happening, our house and all kinds of stuff. I didn't know nothing about it. I'm your whole wife in this house. I ain't know nothing. Mama knew everything. Those are examples to me of a mama's boy. Not with definition, but with examples.
Yeah, I could. Oh man.
If you're not ready to take on a wife, and that wife, when we were in counseling, before we got married.
Oh, so y'all was really trying to repair it.
No, before we got married.
Okay.
So we went to spiritual counseling with his pastor before we got married. Marital counseling. And his pastor asked, what is my definition? How do I feel about submission? My example was to him, I don't do really definitions, but example. Yeah. My example was, so biblically, you know what it says, right? Mm-hmm. Biblically, it says, this is where we come from you, your rib. Mm-hmm. We are your helpmeet. My husband and I are walking, and I'm right there. I'm his rib. I'm right here, right next to you. You walking, you leading me because you're my husband. I tap you on the shoulder. I say, something's not right up ahead. And you keep walking. I keep following. That's my husband. Mm-hmm. Baby, I'm serious. Take a look. There's something going on up there that doesn't look right, doesn't feel right. He keep walking, I keep walking. Because that's my husband. Yo, seriously, son, something ain't right up there. We need to do something about this shit right now. Yeah. He keep walking. Baby boy goes pew over the cliff. I say, damn, that's fucked up. I turn around and I go find my next husband. Because if you don't have the leadership and a wherewithal for me to submit to you in a way that doesn't lead me to my certain death, and I did my part. I didn't walk beside you silently following. You have to understand that I do have my own mind. I can see, I can smell, I can hear. I gave you the warnings. I did my help meet part. You and your leadership chose to ignore me. That's a problem. That's a flag on the play. We can't do that. You're gonna have to go over that cliff by yourself, baby. That's not gonna work. And so when I said that to our pastor, he said, well, brother, I hope you heard her. Because I ain't never heard nobody explain that like that. but she got a point. You have to show up being able to lead a woman somewhere, giving her something worth following. And I'm not, I think most men are very used to very controlling women from their aunts and their mommies, and I'm not her. We show up as our free selves, learning and developing with each other from where we at, bringing in some of it and learning, yeah, that shit I learned ain't gonna work in here. This is what we have, and it's about our unit, the unit we chose to have with each other. We both have to honor that shit. I don't care what mama and them say. We chose each other. So let's do right by each other in that. Let's be honorable in that. Let's play our positions, play our roles. I ain't got no problem in that, because any person who has a problem with that does not respect their own gangster. Real talk. I don't have a problem with you being the whoever the baddest gangster there ever is, because so am I over here in my own lane. I ain't worried about you. Just as you shouldn't be worried about me. I don't lessen my volume so you could be louder. It's not necessary, because we're going to be like that music board in the studio. We just going to play that right out at the right tunes at the right time. We're going to go high and go low often. Constant. It's a constant balance. It ain't never a straight line. 50-50 is a flat line. We dead. We need to be like this constantly.
Vibing.
Yes, that's how you vibe. That's how you stand in that frequency. That's how you have great sex.
And that's my answer to, I think Rose asked me what my definition is. She said, Malcolm, what's your take on marriage? She said that about 10 minutes ago, and I didn't want to cut off the conversation. That's basically my angle on marriage right there. What me and Brooklyn kind of agreed on mentally just now. You know, it has to be a vibe all the way around. You know,
that's right.
You know, you don't necessarily have to have all of the same things in common. Not necessarily.
That's right.
You know, I'm a football fanatic. I don't expect for every woman I meet to, you know, get in front of the TV and holler at the street TV with me. You know, but it has to be a vibe. You know, my baby likes sports. Well, in return, my baby likes going to get her nails done. Or you know, it has to be a mutual respect. And
that's very true.
Love, you know, honor. It has to be, you know, I hate that. I'm starting to hate the word respect though, because a lot of people use that word so loosely. They use it so loosely, like
that's true.
Anything is disrespectful. And I'm just like, no, it shouldn't be like that. But anyway, my vibe.
Which is why I hate the misuses of word. I hate that everything is bad. Because when I call you one, I want you to know I mean, but I say this ain't fun. This ain't kick. So yes, the over usage and misuses of words. I hate that. I dig where you're coming from with that for real.
Yeah, I mean they overuse it. Everything is not disrespect, you know. Anyway, to answer Rose, in a nutshell, that's all I have to say on marriage. You know, I had one marriage and it failed, and it was all me. It was all me. I was fresh out of vacation, as I like to call it.
You was in the Army for a minute.
I was in the Army for 16 years, and I got out and I had to sow my royal oats. It was all me, the first marriage. Now the second marriage is not here yet, and I'm ridiculed for not pulling the string yet, but I want to take my time. I jumped into it the first time. Briefly, I know we got to get back to the show, but briefly, I left the 18-month-old child out here alone with her mother. I got out guilty. Jumped right into the marriage. Didn't think that we grew apart during those 16 years.
Guilt is a relationship destroyer. A lot of parents have guilty relationships with their children, and they end up using each other, fighting, going back. A guilt relationship on any level is like watching two crackheads in the street.
That's right.
It's a horrible bound relationship. Like it has all of these things that you use each other, you do all this stuff to each other because it's out of guilt. You just got to make your apologies and keep it moving.
Right.
Can't exercise a relationship from a guilty place. I swear you can't. It's a bad move.
And what's so funny about it though is me and the ex-wife have a bond that probably will never be broken. But it was the wrong time.
Yeah.
It was the wrong time. I was not ready.
To everything there is a season.
Right.
And you wasn't able to be honest with yourself. We are dutiful in a lot of our relating. There's a duty to it. That's why we have missed relationships, whether it be with religion, with ourselves, or other people, because we're doing it out of duty.
Right. Out of duty.
Yeah. Duty is not a reason to relate.
No, not at all. The last thing I want to say on this, and we're gonna get back to the show and the comments, is know your partner. Like you already, like both of y'all have already touched on. Know your partner. Don't pigeonhole. No, what am I trying to say? Not pigeonhole. Don't categorize them in a way that you know that's not them. If you know your partner, you know what I mean. If you know your mate, know your mate. I see a lot of relationships going awry because they don't know each other.
Know them, but keep exploring them.
Know them, but keep exploring them. Learning that, like a lot of women tell me, like at least 3 women have told me that I've been in relationships with. Can I please have access to that side of you that you don't give to anybody else? That's what you're talking about. Know them, but keep exploring them. And one day maybe you'll crack that egg and get to the side that nobody else got. But people shield themselves, protect themselves for reasons. You know?
They do, but you really shouldn't. Because whenever you keep people blocked out, you keep yourself locked in. And you are missing out. And maybe you opening up would have opened you up to experiencing a better relationship with that person. Maybe they held back because you was holding back. Maybe they need fuel for the fire that they had for you. Give them the fuel. What the hell? You holding back protecting yourself ain't gonna keep you from nothing. Because when it fails, when it breaks your heart, it's still gonna feel how it feels. You ain't did shit except for probably miss out on some good experiences. Man, throw them balls to the wall and keep that moving. Have a great time. Oh, okay, that didn't work. Next, have a great time. Enjoy people, keeping people. And I had a long journey of learning that because I used to keep everybody blocked out. But and then knowing yourself that everybody doesn't have access to you. So I'm only talking about, I'm not saying access wide open to everybody, but those you allow to have access to you. If you're going to allow it, allow it. How you going to invite me into the VIP, but I can't get nothing to drink and I can't have a seat on the plush sofa? What the hell am I in the VIP for? I should be out in the general admission. Why you here? Why am I here? I'm just going to give you a little taste of the VIP. You invited me to stay at your $1 million mansion and I could stay in only this corner of that doesn't make any sense. If I'm going to invite you in, let's enjoy this experience. I can't put no stamp on it. I can guarantee though, if we don't open up to each other, it probably will end. That's almost a guarantee. I can't guarantee where it will go, but I can almost guarantee it will end if we don't.
Well, I see this in a lot of conversations though. What happens when, what is your take on this? If you open up to somebody and they use that as ammunition against you,
that means get out the holster, get out the bullets, get out the chamber, leave. Yeah, deuces.
I think people are afraid to leave. Punctuate your sentence and carry on.
Have respect for yourself.
Absolutely.
Have respect.
You recognize that, and okay. That's how you want to roll it. Oh, all right then.
Gotcha.
Good. Because that works for you, and that's wonderful. It works for you. It just doesn't for me.
No.
That's all.
To the host, what is the common?
To the host.
Oh, that's me.
To the host, what is the common denominator that has kept your marriage intact?
Knowledge. You know what? My past relationships where I messed up at, when I got into it with her, I didn't do nothing I did in those past relationships. I was honest with her. I told her where I was at. I told her where I want to be. I know sometimes in relationships, I wouldn't tell people how I felt spiritually or whatever. And then they would like, let's go to church. Let's go to the mosque. I'm like, man, I'm not sitting there all day. You're atheist? Whoa, what? No, I didn't say that.
You just went there?
Yeah. I said,
you went straight to me being an atheist?
Yeah.
Thanks.
So I'm always honest, but I was more honest with her. Like y'all said, I wasn't holding nothing back. She was opening up to me, so I opened up to her. So,
and see, that's what I was saying, Malcolm, right? So I think in that exchange, each of you are allowing each other to be freer and freer.
Exactly.
But if one of y'all would have stopped and not
it would have messed up everything.
It would have messed up everything.
And like Josh said earlier, communication. sometimes with me, I'll hold stuff in before I say it. Because I'm like, hold on. It depends. Sometimes I don't want to irritate anybody because I'm like, maybe it's something that I'm feeling. So I might need to and that's worked out to because it'll come off wrong. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'll come out and it's like, yo, what the fuck, man? Like, you doing this, what the fuck is your problem? Like, I get like that. You know what I'm saying? With women, you ain't a New Yorker. I have to be patient with women because I can't go off on them like I would a grown man. Because that's how I want my partners, or even if I'm working with someone.
Not if you're in New York. We talk like, so I grew up, we talk like that to each other. We're like, what the fuck, man? You're so stupid. That's some stupid shit you do. Like, we go on like that in our communications, and that
some people
ain't for everybody.
Yeah, some people, and I've done that with some people, and they be like, yo, you don't like me, you're trying to fight. I'm like, wait, no.
What? Yep.
I was trying to fight. I wouldn't even be talking to you.
If I was fighting, that would be physical.
It'll be physical. It would have been like, what the fuck, man?
I surely ain't gonna say I'm about to get physical with
you. You know what? I'm about to pull my hand back, and I'm like, no. So, like, I think sometimes I've been in situations where I've been like that, and it's rubbed people the wrong way. And I didn't stop it because it rubbed them the wrong way. Johnny Gill song. I did it because I wanted you to get my message. So sometimes I can be real forceful. So, and like you were saying earlier, when you hold it in, it comes out 10 times worse than what I would normally say.
It sure does. Because now you're combusting.
Yeah.
Now you've been bursting at the seams to get this off. So
it's like, now I'm throwing in names and I don't really want to call you. Or it's like, I'm so pissed off that I should have just said, yo, what the fuck? I don't like when you do this. This is really starting to piss me. Why are you doing that?
Like I said to you today, I was like, I'm gonna start having being angry.
Exactly.
So let me just tell you, I don't like this.
Yeah. So that's what I did with her. You know what I'm saying? Like I was honest with her. I would tell her. It didn't happen overnight because I learned her. Mm-hmm. I learned her, and she took interest in me. Sometimes she'd come over to the house and be like, I know she didn't have any more. She learned the kind of soap that I like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was little stuff like that I thought was dope. She hung out with my family and my friends, and like they would happen to play a song that I did a while back. So why you not in the studio? You know what I'm saying? I was like, who are you talking to? Don't ask me why I'm not doing something. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting angry because it's the truth. Mm-hmm. And I would tell her, hey, she said, well, why you didn't follow what you want to do? She made me get this radio show. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's what worked for us. I was honest with her. She was honest with me. I didn't block myself off because of the insecurity that I held.
That's dope.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and it made me be open with other people because I'm normally, I like to chill at the house, put on the same shows I've been watching for years, find something new every now and again, you know, but.
So she scratched you up out your box.
She scratched me up, man. You know, check me. Like,
scratched you right up out your box. Now, you know, that's great, but you're not going to stay right here.
Yeah.
This not what we're going to do.
And I'd be with other women that would condemn me. So I would be fearful of being who I was. Not fearful, but I didn't want to be who I was, but fearful. But I didn't want to be who I was in front of them because they might leave. Like you said earlier, sometimes people are afraid to leave.
Yep.
And I'm like, so
if I act like me, that might make you leave.
Exactly.
So
we have what I think is a good thing at the time because my mind's in the gutter, not sexually, but my mind's in the gutter mentally. Like, well, I don't want to leave this bullshit relationship. Mm-hmm. We have a good bullshit relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I had to learn. So she kind of taught me, like, you know, not taught like them with a chalkboard and chalk, but
through action. And through demonstration. That's the best teacher.
You know what I'm saying? So she did that. She treated me differently than how I was treated with someone else. And she did it purely and genuinely. She said, I know you're not where you at, where you want to be at, but look what you've done. You low-key got a catalog of shit. And I was like, oh, I do. And, you know, so anyway, we kept it because we was, oh, look, there she is right there.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I like that question too. But yeah, that's what we did, man. Honesty, communication.
That was a great question.
And we work on it every day. Like, it's not like working like I hate coming to work. It's work like, damn, once we get past it, we love each other more. Like, we have a very, speaking in the spiritual sense, an open relationship.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Not in the other way.
Yeah.
Open with into. But that's.
And we genuinely want each other.
If you genuinely You genuinely want each other, right? Because that's the active ingredient for everything is the want to.
Yeah.
But then after you want something, there's a decision that takes place. Do you want the something or do you want to capture the something?
True.
Which is all forms of ownership, capture, encapsulation.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, that's mine. I want to love it and hug it and kiss it. All right? Does that kick in, or do I want you at your free space? Am I comfortable with you being free? Because what that means for both of us is opposite sexes are going to be attracted, right? Because your energy is there, and you're free.
Yeah.
People are attracted to freedom as much as they're afraid of it, like a moth to flame.
Hey, that's true.
They're very highly attracted to that frequency. Yes, but so that means I gotta contend with that if I'm with you. I gotta contend with your light shining.
Yeah, she does that, and I do that with her.
And most people don't know. Both of us get to.
Yeah.
And our lights probably usually ain't shining in the same spot. Usually a spotlight is one light, and then there's another spotlight over there.
Yeah.
And we can, like being at a light show or being in Times Square, we can maneuver like this.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Doing our thing, shining brightly. It's cool.
Yeah.
We're in a competition. We in a dance with each other.
Exactly.
And that's okay.
It's dope. Because she's had plenty of opportunity. Guys have talked to her and, X, Y, and Z. And women have, she's been there when women are talking to me. She don't trip and be like.
Because it's not on them. It's
on me.
It's on what you do with it. It's my problem. But she just doing, she pulling up as a woman doing what a woman do. He pulling up as a man doing what a man do.
Exactly.
I mean, as long as people don't take it too far, because some people get, ridiculous. But they're gonna be attracted. That's it. And it's okay. Why you not with somebody that nobody's gonna ever be attracted to for the most part? Like, who do that?
Exactly.
It's okay.
She talking in there.
We have one
of the John T. I don't know what John T said to her. She said yes. She said, I'm all right. Yeah, you all right too then. Yeah.
John Duncan. Ed Campbell says we got a SHIT talker, Mr. Dan D. Lewis. He says first he got on you. I think he's talking to you or me. I'm not sure. He says, dude look like he works on computers all day.
You talking about me?
And then he said he looks like a weed dealer.
You talking about me?
Talking all that junk? Who is this?
Somebody named Dan D. Lewis. I don't know who that is.
All right, he come in with the boo-boo.
We have one of the top influencers in America. Miss Maybay is on here. Thank you, Maybay, for joining in.
Hi, how are you?
What's up, Maybay?
Welcome.
Thank you for joining in. Y'all share the video all over the world. This is the Rely Radio Show on Real Talk 100 Radio. Sorry, we can't get to everybody. I just want to go through it.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that too.
Yeah.
Because y'all are having beautiful, engaging conversations in this chat. I'm loving it.
My take on marriage is not to get married. You can live together. If you like to live in separate houses, even better.
See, we talked about that earlier, right? But there's all types of ways to have a relationship and marriage. I'm sorry.
It is.
I mean, and it doesn't have to, nobody has to agree with what you do. Like if it's good for you, that's all. That's the only people that even agree to it. That's it.
Mama, daddy, and everybody else, it don't matter.
Doesn't matter at all.
Someone else said most men want someone like their mama.
I was gonna just say that we are on the same wavelength there. I would like to address that one for sure. I believe it was Jai T right here.
I've heard that a man usually marries a woman that reminds him of his mother, Ken the King. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Some men with mommy issues do that. And I'm not saying you don't want some of the same accolades, I guess.
Qualities.
Yeah, qualities. If your mother was nurturing, but that's just what a woman is nurturing. That's not necessarily your mama. I think some men who have mommy issues want.
That's right.
End up attracting a woman.
That's right.
That's like their mama.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Or some men that don't want to grow up, that want mommy to still take care of them.
That's right.
Attract a woman who will fulfill that role.
I agree.
Jessica don't look nothing like my mama. She don't act nothing like my mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not attracted to my mom, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not looking at her. Oh, damn. Even saying that.
Right.
It's for me. You know what I'm saying? Do you want someone that might get along with your mom?
Yes.
Like Josh said earlier, her auntie. Do you want someone that your auntie's not going to call out? Of course.
Yeah.
You want a beautiful relationship. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But do I want someone that's like my mom, or I do want someone the same color, and that aspect. Like, I want a sister. That's all I want. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like body type and attitude, no, I need a woman that, first of all, who spiritually inspires me, that I'm attracted to. Mm-hmm. So if men are attracted, I think that's the version of when women. Daddy, let's see.
I was going to say the kings for y'all to answer that, but I think women experience that same thing. On the daddy level. Yeah.
Welcome to the Rely Show. Give us your name and your thoughts.
This is Chief. How you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing? Say your name again.
That's Chief.
Oh, Chief. I'm Sean.
I thought you said Chase. What's up, Chief? How you doing?
I'm well. How's everybody?
Oh, we good. We good.
Clearly. Very apparent. Yeah, I just wanted to chime in real quick on that that mother-child relationship thing, or mother-son, whatever, mother-adult son. I think the component we're missing in the dialogue is the reality that for most of us, especially if you were breastfed, your first relationship or connection to God came through that woman. Mm-hmm. It's your first love affair, right? Literally, it's your first love affair as a baby. Like, you don't need to understand English or whatever language you speak to know you're loved at that point, right? You just know it. So that energetic relationship that you form is going to manifest some DNA imprinting, right? Some genetic imprinting, some psychological imprinting. What comes after that, especially between 3 and 5, is going to be very telling, right? And what that relationship is. So you're either going to suffer a deficiency, or you're gonna have some good nurture, right? And then from that, what you see in that immediate environment is going to dictate whether or not you're going to seek, or you're going to have a longing or an internalized fulfillment where you're not looking for a reflection of your mother. You're looking for the memory of love, right? Because you want to be reminded. And when you don't have that, there are people who suffer from a real dysfunction, love dysfunction, a deficiency in self-love, a deficiency in the lesson of what love is supposed to look like, right? So once we get that love amnesia, then we start looking for artificial versions of what that love is. And then we try to force that idea. And then we don't see that idea, we call mama in, right? Mama get called into the space because psychologically, she's our memory, not our reflection. She may not be nothing like what we expected, but she's the memory of love, right? And so there's a lot of fixing, internal fixing that needs to take place. And so men who have a healthy relationship with family, with self, with women, they're going to look for replications. They're going to look for mirrors of that. We all do it, right? We look for people who mirror our ideas or our beliefs or our values. We look for that. And that's what makes us resonate with people. Like, man, we really mirror each other. That's a complementary aspect. But when that's based in toxic dysfunction and other things that are the illusion of love, right? Which is basically fear camouflaged as love, then we get caught up in something that's really, or we catch people up in things that are not for them. It's not something they should be experiencing. So what we do is we objectify and we place that need on another person that cannot be fulfilled. Like, you can't fix it. That's why I said earlier, if you want to learn about somebody, go meet their family. Mm-hmm. Go inside the house. Go get acquainted with certain folks, and you'll see certain tendencies, certain actions, certain things that were missing. Especially if you are rooted in who you are.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah.
Because when you're rooted in who you are, and when I say that, don't think I'm talking about a fixed person or idea. Because being rooted in who you are means you can't never know me, because I'm constantly changing to be a better version of myself. Mm-hmm. That means you can't never judge me. You can't never define me. You can't never put me in a box, because I won't fit.
That's right.
You see, so that's what I mean by being rooted in yourself. You're able to constantly see opportunity as well as restrictions. Right? You can identify those things. So that's the long version of what I was trying to say. But I'm sure I hope you understand what I'm saying.
But absolutely.
No, that was beautiful.
I love that definition. I love how that was defined and laid out, especially rooted, because anything that's rooted is not fixed. It continues to grow.
Exactly.
Exactly what should happen.
Yeah.
So, and that's
absolutely
should be appreciated.
Yeah.
And that freedom, we have to mutually respect. We're continuing to grow, and anybody who wants to that I keep hearing, I know why the cage birds sing in my head. And so you have to respect that. That's a freeing space.
Exactly.
It's not a trap.
It's not.
It's not supposed to be a trap. It's not meant to be a trap.
They didn't love us in slavery.
But I appreciate that understanding of you all, a man and his mother's relationship and those different aspects, because I'm not exactly sure I necessarily saw some of those things. So I definitely appreciate that.
He's right on that, because you know what? It's not necessarily you want what your mom, like I said earlier, it's the nurturing she gave you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're attracted to that. You want someone who's going to love you unconditionally.
I think with that being said, that's a beautiful sentiment in that aspect.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of us get to experience that.
Yeah.
But I think because both parties are toxic, right?
Yeah.
Both parties. I'm seeking the daddy stuff, you seeking the mommy stuff that's missing.
Exactly.
And looking for that beautiful word of the day, a night, is fulfillment.
Exactly.
To fulfill that as was spoken by Chief earlier. So that makes all the sense in the world on both sides.
Exactly.
And that's not what we're seeking. So when we find what it is we're looking for, it's, to me now, in understanding and seeing it from that perspective, that's admirable. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
If he is seeking that and sees that in you, if she is seeking that and sees that in you, that's not sick. That's not toxic.
Nah.
That's beautiful. That's almost like returning to whence you came. That's almost like 360.
Yeah.
Right? So I got it here. I grew up and I rooted and then I connected.
It's the ultimate love for yourself.
The ultimate, yes, as the roots, as being rooted and still growing, you grow and you connect with other roots and other plants and other foundations.
Exactly.
Right? It's a continuance of life.
Then you can live in your branches, like you know what I'm saying. So
which that's exactly what's supposed to happen. So versus either side of us being turned off by that from its most natural state of understanding, that is a turn on.
Yeah.
That, and it's also a compliment, and it's beautiful, and it speaks continuance of life to me.
Exactly.
That's my piece on that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, that's true. So when you do get a man who doesn't have the issues, but is issuing that love that was issued to him, then I agree with that.
Yes. If it's when it doesn't, and that's, I think that's the problem in most things in talking about definitions and marriage.
Exactly.
How we're defining those things. Because it's always the duality to both things. There's always two sides. It's left, right, up, down, etc. Right?
True.
So if I find and relate to, connect to the toxic place, then it should be my journey to connect to its opposite.
Exactly.
To its beautiful space. When people say the good, bad, and the ugly, I always say in the beautiful, it needs balance.
True.
Right? How do we get two negatives and a positive?
Exactly.
Add the other positive. Right? So to me, if this is where I'm at, I know that I need to journey to seek this. It's the other side of the same coin. It's both about mommy and daddy or whatever.
Exactly.
It's both about love, but how I see it comes from a painful place or a whole space and a healed space where life continues.
And that's what goes back when you said they got to meet the family. You could figure that out.
Yes.
If you're around the family. Yes. How you interact with your mother and or your father.
That's full circle right there.
Exactly.
For me, on this day.
Exactly.
Like literally a billion things just came full circle for me in that understanding. And I appreciate that. Thank you, all of y'all, because this entire conversation has lent quite a bit, actually. I think more than what we bargained for than when we set out on today. And
CP time, that spirit
that's
come
good.
in.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
like that.
Yeah, that's dope. I like, oh, damn, we are overtime for real.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the conversation, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna sound real rude if I say, "Hey,
hey, you gotta throw up players and
give us the hand sign.
How they do it in the club? You ain't got to go, but you got to get the hell.
They just turn on the bright light. Bright light and music you don't like.
Start playing country in the hip hop.
Yep.
Next song, Garth Brooks. Like, man, let's get out of
here. Let's go.
Man. My buzz is starting.
You gotta disrupt the whole energy. You gotta throw something in the energy socket.
Chief, thank you for calling.
Yes, sir.
Chief,
I appreciate you all so much.
Appreciate you calling in and listening.
Thank you for calling in.
Absolutely. Keep walking in your personal divine light. Honestly, a lot of us are not going to get an opportunity to meet people like you all on a daily basis. So you get people coming because you reflect the energy and the insight and the thoughtfulness and the forethought that people are looking for. And so I think that's what they really mean when they say you attract who you are, because as y'all are creating growth. You make people want to grow. You make people want to be better. And so just in having these honest conversations, this dialogue. And so I appreciate it. Time is currency. So I'm here because it's worth my time. So I appreciate it.
And that means a lot.
Ashe. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Y'all take care.
You too, sir. He told me to start flashing the lights and disrupting the mics.
That's what you gotta start flickering the lights so they know and we know we about to go. We gotta go.
We gotta make a move.
I need one of them clappers because the Jati, this is for Jati. The controller is way over there on the wall, so I can't reach it. But I need one of them that I can pull a string or something.
Just get up and turn the lights off.
It's a whole new light system that you can control from your phone nowadays. So
my phone,
you won't have to get it all hooked up.
But I don't mind the shows going over. Like I say repeatedly, I don't see how I could ever be a miniseries TV director. TV show director, because they have it down to a science. They'll build up the plot and play the music and somebody's about to get stabbed and we'll see y'all next week. I can't do that. I want you to see what's gonna happen and oh man, he got stabbed, and so you can tune in next week to see if he's going to recover. But they will cut it off. So I'm likening that.
Even know.
I'm likening that to y'all show. I hate to cut it off. I want people tuned in. I want people engaged like they are from beginning to end, and I enjoy that. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, I dig that. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I still try to take his time into consideration. So when I see
believe
223,
believe me, I get in trouble all the time.
Yes, you do. So what that is basically what that's saying. God bless. Thank y'all for coming out. Good night.
What? Mal, I want y'all to say something. Did you want to end it with something?
I just want to say that
To all the
I
men.
appreciate every last single I appreciate every last single one for y'all showing up and engaging tonight. Y'all keep loving like you loving, keep growing and keep developing, and that's my piece. I love you.
What you want to say, Mom?
This dude, Dan D. Lewis, before I say my piece, he says, I guess I'm DL Hooley, you're Snoop Dogg, and she's Shaka Khan. He's full of jokes.
He's full of jokes.
Yeah.
He's full of jokes tonight.
And so, with that being said, I feel for you. Not sure about this love you're showing us, though.
Yeah, I don't know where he came from. I think he came from we have an influencer page.
That's what's up.
I think he came from there with Maybay. Maybay is
that's what's up.
One of the top influencers in the United States. And we are affiliated with her. So anyway.
I don't mind being Shaka. It's okay. Without
Shaka
the habit.
was low key.
Shaka was low key.
Without
nice.
the low key habit, though.
Yes,
well, yeah, without the low key, but Shaka was like, and she could sing.
Yep.
You know, and she be dropping some good advice. I'm anyway.
Go through the fire.
Through the fire.
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
To the limit, to the wall.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, hey, I appreciate everybody. Oh, my bad. Was you about to say something?
I was just gonna say, the only thing I'd like to say about the show is we love the engagement that we see here every Tuesday night. We want it to continue. If you have any constructive criticism on myself, on Brooklyn Sun, or In Your Zulu, the show overall, we're accepting. We're accepting of all of that. You know, hit my inbox, hit In Yours inbox. We do not shy away from constructive criticism. Whatever we can do to make the show better, whatever we can do to make the radio station better, we want to hear it. So give it to us. I don't think this crowd here has much criticism for us because they love it. They're loving it. But that's all I really have to say. And as far as marriage is concerned, you know, we all have issues. We all have problems. I just think, you know, there has to be a happy medium somewhere. If you're having problems in your relationships, find a happy medium. You know, walk the center of the road. It might not be everything you want. It might not be everything the man or the woman wants. Find somewhere in the middle where you both can compromise. You both can not. That's not the word I'm looking for. Compromise is not the word I'm looking for. You both can
reason.
You can. Yeah, for lack of a better word, right now, you both can. It's not everything you want, but I like the way, who is that? Steve Harvey. I don't agree with a lot Steve Harvey says, but I do agree with when he says, get you somebody that you can have 80% of that 100. Nobody's going to be 100%. I agree with that. Nobody is going to be 100% of what you want, need, desire. Get you somebody, they're going to give you 80 to 90%. That's about as good as you're going to get from anybody. So that's all I got to say on the show tonight. And marriage, that goes for marriage, that goes for relationships. Get you somebody you can get 80% with. Let them have that 20%. Let them have that 10, 15%, 5%. I know some men, some women gonna give you 95 of themselves. Kudos. Kudos. But I haven't been able to do that yet because I got some baggage. But anyway, that's another show. That's another show.
We're gonna have to play our favorite song for Ed. Loving somebody feels so good. Loving somebody when somebody loves you back. That's
when somebody loves you back.
Yep, to be loved and be loved in return. It's the only thing that you can desire.
We got one criticism, y'all already. They're coming in.
Only criticism that is, oh snap!
It's on one night. We got to get out of here. In your what is your closing?
All I'm gonna say is, man, before you enter any relationship, conversate, converse, get to know each other's wants, needs, and desires. Don't settle for nothing. If somebody shows their ass, you show them yours by walking off also. You see what I'm saying? Be genuine with each other. Be what you want. Don't sit up here and say that you want all this stuff and then when you get it, you burn it. Be what you want. I remember going to the club and these women catching the bus. I might be in my little Hoopterville, would tell me, oh, I need a man with this and this and this. Or brothers who's sitting over here using all type of women say, I need a woman with this. It's like, yo, be what you want. Don't sit over here and say you want some woman with good credit, a good job, make a lot of money, and dreams and goals, and you not don't have no dream goals. You're not looking for
your life.
Yeah.
Your lifestyle.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that, man. And then
they're looking for a stimulus package,
exactly,
not a love package.
Exactly. I'm saying this to Brooklyn and a lot of other people. Appreciate yourself. Love yourself. Don't be afraid to go out there and let someone know how beautiful you are. And if they don't accept it, bye. You see what I'm saying?
No lie, baby.
Exactly. Bye. So if you are trying to attract something, go out there, put yourself on. It's not even putting yourself on the line, like you said earlier. It's a lesson. Mm-hmm. So if you're looking for something, if that's you, be yourself. Let them know who you are, because they're gonna let you know who they are based off who you being. Mm-hmm. Be yourself. Have those conversations, and like if you don't like it, bounce. Last but not least, we are gonna have that mixer. The table party's still coming. Y'all keep listening. Find love, enjoy it, let it be freeing. Thanks for the criticism. I'm gonna try and fix that for you. You see what I'm saying? If you're in a relationship and you're having problems, communicate. Talk about the problems, be able to take it and be able to receive it, and also be able to learn from it. And that's all I'm gonna say for tonight.
And have sex all the way through all of those things.
Have sex. Look up different types of sex.
That's right.
Find different spots on your partner that you could use other than penetration. You see, there's always more than one road to where you're trying to get to.
That's right.
To get here, I can take 3 or 4 different pathways.
That's right.
Some of them might be long, some of them might be short, some of them might be make whatever, but
now see, I knew I should.
I'm gonna need them to stop messing with me.
I should have listened to Jati about 10 minutes ago when she said start flicking them lights, because now y'all getting me.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Y'all getting me in trouble.
We gotta go. We sorry. We love y'all.
Hey, appreciate y'all. Love y'all.
Thank you.
Tell them what's coming up next, man.
Yes, indeed. Up next, everybody. Up next, we want you to keep it locked to Real Talk 100 Radio. We got something for the old heads. We got something for the young heads. We play a lot of Southern Soul at Real Talk 100 Radio. We play a lot of 2000s hip hop and R&B hits, and we play a lot of Southern Soul. Did I already say that? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. For the old heads, we play a lot of Southern Soul. For the young heads, we play a lot of independent and underground music. We try to play it mostly later at night, but it does slip in from here and there throughout the day. And last but not least, we play a lot of 90s and 2000s R&B and hip hop hits as Inyard's family walks in at the end of the show. Keep it locked to Real Talk 100 Radio by going to our Facebook page or our Facebook page or our Instagram page and hitting the link. It'll take you straight to our radio station. It's going to say something about Live 365, something or another. Click the Live 365 on our Facebook page. That's the safest place to go and jam our music. Let us know. Share the link. There's also a share button on our radio station. Let other people listen to the radio station too. Thank y'all. Good night. Good night. Good night. As the cast and crew waves good night to you.
Good night, y'all. Peace.
Okay, good night, everybody.
You can't show no signs of weakness here. Cause when you're dreaming in the night, man, reality is really real.
The trip got me like, boy, you better get up. I know that you fed up, but you cannot let up. You will not die old. You leaving here wet up. The ones you trust the most is probably the setup. They live in facades. You live in the booth. They tell lies. You are the truth. They don't love God, and you are the proof. So if they don't feed you, then heed them a suit. As a team that's amphetamines, to get out of hand-me-downs into some better jeans. Brown, in the block, serving the face, living the dream. See your mama in the slippers at the crime scene corridor. Open the door, and then your mama scream. Yeah, now your dreams are nightmares. Call me crazy, but I think life's fair. You get it, I'm right there. Got me living it up. Bottle after bottle, that is our motto, not giving up. What?
Dreaming in a nightmare. Reality is really reality. Monsters feed on interfere. Cause you can't show no signs of weakness here. Now when you're dreaming in about to feed, don't interfere. Cause you can't show no signs of weakness here. Cause when you're dreaming in a nightmare, reality is really real.
Swiss Frankie music.
All right, y'all. All right. Thank y'all once again for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight to the Rely Radio.
Goodbye into the radio show.
And uniting lost energies, everybody. But I want you to get ready for in the morning. I want you to set your coffee pots to 9:45 in the morning and get ready for the Cup of Joe morning show. If you'd like to learn about mortgage lending basics, advanced financial wisdom, home buying strategies, first-time home buyers plans, relationship tips, lifestyle building, personal development, hot topics, and more. Set your coffee pots for 9:45 and get ready for the Cup of Joe morning show. We'll see y'all later, y'all. Good night, good night, good night.
Goodbye. See you.